Test, test. You hear anything on there? Test, test. Testing. Test, test. Test. Test, test. I can hear it in mine, but he said he's not hearing it on the thing. Test, test. Can you hear it? Good.
Volume. There. Hey, how we doing? All right, Chris, so we're live. Here in about 20 seconds or under 15, we'll start in with the pregame show.
Sounds good.
Here's this.
All right.
So some new ones on there. I don't know what this is.
They're trio sponsors. I don't know. This is Greensburg only. Cheer block all three schools.
You forget.
Read the coach's show, do I?
No. Nope. I'm going to start at 12.
Okay.
I think that's good.
Yeah, I think so.
We went open air tonight, huh?
I opened her up. What do you think?
There we go.
We can always shut her down.
It's early. It's August. It's still August, right?
Yeah, we won't be doing this in late October, early November.
No, I mean I hope we'll be doing this.
Well, with the window being open.
Right.
That's what I'm signifying there, Matt.
Have you got your roster? I got it.
Well, they took it from me.
They did?
Yeah.
Why'd they do that? The good one? The fancy one? Oh, no?
No, I had one like that.
No.
But they needed it so he could do announcements down there, so I did not. I do not have one currently. You could probably lay it in the middle, maybe. Let's just get it. I guess I can. Do you want me to run this tonight?
Yeah.
I think I know most of our guys.
See how polished we are here as we get going rolling in game
It's
one.
First game.
Yeah. So the downside of the huddle cam is those that jump on this thing early and listen to the first 2 minutes of the broadcast, they just got to hear all that setup.
Well, that's okay. It's always nice to go through and see what professionals do before they start out. You know what I mean? This is a high level of
for all those kids taking notes at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pay attention. This is how professionals do it. Hey, we're about 12 minutes from game time, and Chris Caney alongside of Matt Morris here. We are going to go another trip around the horn here. Game one of the regular season. North Decatur versus South Decatur, the Civil War game.
Yeah, and, Matt, not a better way to get it started. Both ends of the county. A lot of people here tonight already. North Decatur with a good crowd over here, and South Decatur's got their section pretty well full over there as well, too. And some people down around the fence. So a lot of anticipation here, I think, this year is South Decatur probably looking to build on a 5-5 record, I believe, last year. And thinking they've got things looking bright and looking up there. And North Decatur coming off, of course, the best year in their school history here as far as football with a regional championship and a semi-state runner-up. And, lot of seniors that were on that team, and a lot of not just senior players, but leaders and stuff like that, and a lot of them graduated. So interesting to see here tonight, Matt, how the this group of seniors this year now jumps up, and the group of juniors comes in, as a lot of them are going to be key parts to the program this year.
Yeah, and Chris, you've been involved in youth football and junior high football here at North Decatur as well as I. And this group has been playing together for a long time. Since they were second and first graders, this group of seniors and juniors has played together. And honestly, whenever they were together, they were pretty darn successful. And I think we graduated a whale of a senior class. But as we look into the 2023 season, North Decatur's got a lot of promise. I think they showed that in the scrimmage. They showed that in the jamboree. They keep getting better every time we see them. And we're going to start out with a bang here with the county rivalry and the bucket game.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. And, I think you've got some stats over there, but and I haven't looked at that, but I'd almost bet you that in the last 25 to 30 years that the series is pretty close to even or just slightly shadowed one way or the other for each team. I know there was a while there where South Decatur had a really good stretch, and North Decatur now has had a pretty decent stretch here of their own. But this rivalry, and I played in 4 of them from 1990 to 1993, and no matter what no matter what they were saying, what each team thought they were going to be that year, whether they thought, oh, this is going to be a really good year or this is going to be a down year or whatever, this game was always a tough game. And I think any of the former players from South Decatur would say the same thing, that you never knew exactly what you were going to get, but you knew it was going to be a rivalry game, and you knew it was going to be a tough game. So I wouldn't expect anything less here tonight.
No, and to Chris's point, 39 years have been logged away in this matchup, and North Decatur owns 20 of those wins, South Decatur 19. South Decatur would love nothing more than to even that score here this evening on the road at North Decatur at Kalen Field, but they're going to have their hands full as they got an experienced North Decatur football team coming on the field. Now, you got some new players at skills positions, and you're going to hear those names as we highlight. Plus, we're filling in some cracks without the kid that's been practicing at the halfback position. He's out tonight, so you're going to see a dose of Caden Muckerhide and Caleb Phelps in the backfield, and they looked good in the jamboree in that spot. Mason Morris will take his first snaps as a varsity quarterback, and we'll see. That's going to be hard for this broadcaster to keep his emotions
Yeah,
at
for
bay.
those of you that don't know out there, that's Matt's son, so we'll try to have the dump button ready here or whatever if he makes a stupid mistake or something out there and wants to throw a little bit of foul language around. I'll try to keep that under control. So
North Decatur has won the last 7 of these, I believe. Is that correct?
I think they're going for 7, if I'm not
so
mistaken.
they've won the last 6.
But,
this will be the 7th. Just a quick recap of the sidelines here. The Cougars are coached by Rod Martin. He's in his 8th year at South Decatur. He's 29-42 at South. Steve Stern here at North in his 9th year, just completed his 8th season, and has logged a fair amount of success in the tournament play here as of late. So we're looking forward to, as a matter of fact, 7 seasons with winning records while he's been at North. He's got 2 sectional titles and a regional title under his belt, looking to add to that resume here this season. They got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. And, this is I don't know if I don't want to say it's a transition year because he's been here long enough now that, his system is in place, and they know all the way from youth football through junior high, through JV to varsity what is expected of them. So I'm not going to say it's a transition year, but it's a little bit different, I think, in the aspect that with the seniors that graduated, there's a lot of, just like your son, there's a lot of young men that are jumping into starting roles this year, and that's always interesting to see. I don't care what anybody says, there's always game jitters, and quarterback position, is the most looked at position on the field, offense and defense. And so, I'm expecting Mason, to come out with a little jitters in him, but he's played a lot of quarterback position, and he's gone through the system with coaches, Coach Stern, Coach Mack, and through the JV, and had a really good JV year last year. So I don't anticipate any let off there or any drop off at all either.
So North Decatur comes into this game ranked preseason in the polls, third. In both the coaches and the AP poll. They have also listed them at fourth in the Sagarin ratings, which is a far more complicated index. But Chris, I don't know, what are your thoughts? That kind of puts a target on their back early in the season because everybody wants to knock off a top 10 team.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think a lot of those rankings, I know at least the state rankings and stuff like that, I'm sure a lot of that feeds back to last year. So, I mean, they put us at third. That's where we finished last year. So, I mean, that doesn't come with a surprise. The Sagarin ratings, like you mentioned, are a little bit more in-depth. They've got us at fourth. But, I don't know. I don't know that we're a third or fourth ranked team right off the bat, but that's an opportunity for these kids to prove themselves.
Yeah, I tell you what, Chris, you might have to take a quick break and then carry them. And we got about 5.5 minutes before game time. I've got to go help this crew down the booth, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the pregame show on WTRE.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Well, welcome back here to Ed Kalen Field. Chris Caney here. Matt Morris doing a little bit of technical work right now. He's the man of all trades down here. He can fix it. He can talk it. So he's helping the guys from South Decatur down there a little bit, try to get their broadcast up and going. Just going to take a quick moment here to thank some of our sponsors here tonight. We try to do our best here throughout the game to acknowledge these people, and we do appreciate your sponsorship and helping with the athletics, not only here at North Decatur, but at South Decatur and Greensburg as well. It's a county affair here. So first quarter sponsors are H&R Block. Second quarter sponsors Decatur County Memorial Hospital. Fourth quarter Napoleon State Bank, and we got an opening there on the third quarter. So if any of you business owners out there are looking to do a little sponsorship, I'll be glad to call your name on a Friday night. Our halftime sponsor, as always, is Stone's Farm Service. Our platinum sponsors this year are Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, Acre Automotive, Byride Auto, Decatur County Recycling, and Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Trio sponsors are Walters Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office, and the cheer block here is Russ Hubler Ford, Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, Fleetwood Chevrolet, and oh yes, Matt's favorite, folks, Fry's A&W. So Matt's back here in the booth. We have got about 3 minutes here till kickoff tonight. I heard out of the corner of my ear that they're going to do the national anthem here coming up shortly, so we'll probably go to a commercial break here in a minute. And, Matt, you got anything to add here after reading off the sponsors?
No, I think, Chris, just keys to the game. I mean, we're 2.5 minutes from game time here. North Decatur coming down the tunnel now. They'll do the national anthem. But what are your keys maybe to the season, keys to this game 1 week at a time? What do you think we got to see out of this North Decatur football team?
Well, I think for North Decatur, the first thing is to get out of the gate fast here and get the butterflies out of your stomach. Those kids that are in starting positions last year that were in maybe reserve roles or anything like that, and rely a little bit on some of this senior leadership here. And I think that goes for both the offensive and the defensive side of the ball here tonight as the Chargers hit the field, and Cowbell Nation is loud here tonight, as you can probably hear. Big crowd here for North Decatur, but yeah, I think a lot of it is just emotions and keeping everything in check here tonight, Matt.
I agree, and I think execution and not the longer you let South or any road team in the game and stay in the game thinking they've got a chance, their momentum, their adrenaline's going to rise, and they're going to do the national anthem here before we do the coin toss. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll bring you back to live coverage from Ed Kalin Field.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.DecaturCountySolidWaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, back here at Ed Kalin Field, home of the North Decatur Chargers, where we're getting ready to do battle tonight. The Chargers are taking on the in-county rivals, the South Decatur Cougars, in what is going to be the 40th meeting between these two teams. As Matt had mentioned earlier, the record on this is North Decatur 20, South Decatur 19, so North Decatur can put just a little distance in between them here, have the ever slightest so margins, one being that and possibly two, or South Decatur can even this thing up. And, Matt, going to throw it back over to you here as we talked about a few keys to the game, but you kind of got cut off there. So where do you think we're at on things here tonight, Matt?
Well, I just think that North Decatur is going to have to play disciplined and not allow a team on the road to hang in. The longer they're in the game, the more confident they're going to grow. North Decatur's just got to execute. I mean, this team has been together for a long time, put a lot of hours in, and they've just got to get out here and do their thing. The captains, we'll go ahead and mention their names as they've been voted by the team. Owen Wiseman, Caden Mucker-Hyde, and Cooper Palmer at midfield. As the complimentary handshake has already occurred, the White Hats given instruction. Pretty good officiating crew in here tonight, as I got an inside track to that deal. This was Jim Rogers' old crew. No, they're still his crew. He just used to be on it. That's my father-in-law, so he knows these guys and know what they're capable of. It's a good crew. I think we'll have a clean game, and it's good to have an experienced set of Zebras.
Yeah, I would agree, and looking forward to that. And the clock is ticked down to 0, and we all know the old adage out there, how you can get a good look at a T-bone, but trust me, folks, just take Matt and I's words for it.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say. So here we are, 12 minutes are up on the scoreboard for the first quarter here, and the crowd has settled in, and I didn't catch to see who's going to receive and who's going to kick.
South Decatur won the toss. It deferred. North Decatur will receive, and they're going to be heading towards the scoreboard, so the sun will be at their back. The west side of the field will be at their back, and this is how we're going to start this thing with the football. So the return is going to be set up, and hopefully good field position to get this thing kicked off right.
Well, after several long months here of being away from football, things firing back up, and it's go time now as North Decatur will receive the ball here, and South Decatur will kick it off. And, folks, we're just moments away here from game time, and cheerleaders are going, the moms are happy, the fans are in the stands, and all that's left to do is figure this thing out on the field, Matt.
Yeah, South Decatur's kicking team's getting organized over on the 40-yard line with their coach near their sidelines. The officials have spread out on the field. The kick return team for North Decatur is huddled over around Coach McKinney. And we're going to get this thing underway here real soon as South Decatur takes the field. And the 2023 football season is just a matter of seconds away from getting underway. And it all starts with this return. Try to see the young man that's kicking here, 32. We got to start to learn numbers. This is new for us here, too.
Yeah, that's right. It's a brand new year.
Group of boys. So McKinley Shook will be doing the kickoff responsibilities for the Cougars. Shook's got the ball on the tee on the painted white X. I saw Greg Kopinski out here putting some fresh paint down this morning. Looks good. Grass looks good. Shook drives one deep to the numbers, hits the 10-yard line and goes out of bounds. We're going to get that thing at the 35 after the penalty flag is going to chuck in the air here.
Yeah, he wanted a directional kick. You got to think, and it's not just going to be South Decatur, but you got to think most of the teams this year are going to kick the ball, I would think, away from Caden Muckerhide, as he's got the potential to take that thing back to the house at any time. And South trying to pin him over to the sideline over there, so he's got less opportunities, and that thing just skipped out of bounds. Pretty deep kick, though, there by Shook, because he's got a little bit of a leg in him, Matt.
He's got a leg. He's a high jumper, too. That's how I know that kid. Mason high jumped against him all spring. Chargers going to get good field position here on the 35-yard line. And we talk it over in the huddle.
And they're not allowed to go. There we go. Now there's the whistle by the white hat.
Morris brings them to the line for the first time in the 2023 season. He's going to be in the backfield with, looks like, Cooper Palmer standing next to him.
I think you're right.
He's in the gun. Receiver in motion is Muckerhide. They're going to jet sweep to the left with Cooper leading away. Muckerhide tried to cut it upfield, and the ball squirts out, and looks South Decatur sideline, acts like they have it, and they do. Turnover on the first play from scrimmage, and I don't know what happened on the exchange, if Muckerhide ever had it, or he just turned the corner and the ball squirted.
I think he had it because he ran too far to not have it, unless he was juggling it. He was running away from us. But nonetheless, Caden, and that is very rare for Caden, folks, that he turns the ball over. But nonetheless, it's going to test the Chargers' defense here. And starting out this game right off the bat, Matt, South Decatur gets the first jolt of momentum.
So South Decatur has flipped the field just like that. They're on the 36-yard line of North Decatur with the backs against their own goal line. And who's doing the quarterbacking duties here? I'll see when they turn here.
Number 5, there's an inside handoff.
They give us to Corbin Johnson. Corbin Johnson's running hard, and that kid can run hard. He's a 160-pounder, but he is thick. And he hit that left edge, and I think he picked up 9 yards on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1 from the 26.
Yeah, he did, Matt, and they had that blocked really well over there as they sealed our end down over there, and he was able to cut that right where he wanted to cut it. And going to have a little bit better pursuit there by the Chargers. And I'll tell you, starting out here, it looks like South Decatur's the aggressor.
McMurray, the quarterback for the Cougars, he gives to Johnson over the right side. Same play, different way. He puts his head down and runs over Muckerhide. Muckerhide gets him to the turf regardless, but that's a first down for the Cougars.
Yep, going to move the sticks here. 2 plays and a first down, a pickup of about 3 or 4 yards there on that. Easily got the 1 to go there, and South Decatur now already pushing down close to the red zone here, Matt, in the early stages of this game, not even a minute into it yet.
South Decatur has come out with a lot of momentum. Now they have the ball at the 24-yard line in a fresh set of downs. McMurray's got them in the huddle, walks them out slowly. Going to end up in a gun formation with Corbin Johnson and Tyler Bishop beside him. Tyler Bishop, another stout running back. At 175 pounds. The give is to Bishop on a little bit of draw. Corbin Johnson tries to help him, but 81's in there. 81. That's
that was 28. That was Jack Caney coming in there, submarining in from his corner position.
Jack Caney might have knocked the ball loose there. Help me on the 81.
81, Xander.
Xander Jones and Jack Caney met at the hole. They acted like that ball was on the ground, but apparently not. They retain possession. 2nd and 10 now from the 24.
Yeah, good job there as both of those guys. Xander coming from the far side over here, and Jack and Coach Stern's defense here. He wants his corners to attack and tackle, and good job by Jack coming up there on the outside.
Now another powerhouse backfield with 3, a wing back, and McMurray gives it to Johnson. Johnson bounces to the right side. He's outside the corner. Now he's at the goal line, and he's going to score. South Decatur the first to strike. He gets a 20-yard scamper over the right-hand side does Corbin Johnson, and now North Decatur finds himself down 6-0.
Yep, that's right. And just like that, Johnson, you can tell he is a strong back and he's a quick back as well. And he just turned the corner out there. We turned the play inside, but there was nobody in there to help. And credit South Decatur, they had it blocked up really well too.
All right, and now on to try the PAT. I assume this is Mr. Shook, McKinley. I can't tell the holder, but they're going to try to add the extra point here. The snap is good. The hold looks good. Shook puts it
Looks
through.
good.
7-0 here early. Chargers trail. We'll be right back for the kickoff. You're listening to Charger football on WTRE.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg.
All right, we're back here at Ed Kalin Field. Live coverage of the North-South football game. South Decatur first to strike. North Decatur finds themselves down 7-0 after a fumble on the very first play from scrimmage for the Chargers, and South Decatur answered. You got to give them credit.
Yeah, they did. I mean, just because North Decatur turns the ball over, that doesn't mean that South Decatur automatically gets 6 points. They still got to punch that thing in there, and the running game looked really good there, Matt, as they picked up 9 yards, then 4 yards, then North Decatur got a stuff, and then the next play, then Johnson turns the corner and puts it in there. And he's going to be a load here tonight for the Chargers, and we'll see how going forward the adjustments North makes and handles that.
Now, Corbin Johnson last year ended up in the top 10 in the state in rushing. He had a 1,700-yard affair last year with South Decatur's schedule and ran the ball really well. He's just a good athlete. He's fast. He's strong. He's built strong. Muckerhide kind of bobbles this one at the 10. He picks it up. He's got blocks in front of him. Now he's got a seam, but it closed quickly. And we're going to start this thing at the 22-yard line.
So field position here, not quite as good for the Chargers as Muckerhide kind of bobbled that around back there a little bit, but was able to pick it up and get positive yards. So North Decatur here going to start, like Matt mentioned, just across the 20-yard line.
All right, now we got the jitters out of the way. We settle in here and run our offense and march it down 78 yards and get our 6 points, Chris.
Yeah, get right back in this thing and get things rolling here. And looks like now they're going to start with Phelps in the backfield.
And Ty Littmer split to the left, and we bring Cooper Palmer and the tight end over across the formation. The give is to Muckerhide. Muckerhide takes a lick from Johnson.
That's Phelps.
Phelps, I'm sorry, thank you. Caleb takes a lick from Corbin Johnson. As hard as he runs, he plays linebacker equally hard.
Yeah, he does, and has a nice tackle there, but still positive yardage for the Chargers there as they pick up 4. 9 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in our first quarter, and our first quarter sponsor tonight is H&R Block. So we're in the H&R Block first quarter, 9 minutes, 25 seconds to go. North Decatur from their third play from scrimmage.
I backfield. Cooper Palmer behind Morris, and Caleb Phelps dots the I. The give is to Phelps, left side. He's got penetration on that side, and he's going to be stuffed. He's going to be stuffed back there by number 73. That's Toby Bishop. The Bishop boys are, by nature, pretty strong, and got a good push there.
Yeah, and just beat our guard over there as he was all the way in the backfield there, and nothing Phelps could do there as he had to just take the hit and hold on to the football. So we're in 3rd and long here now for the Chargers.
So we gained 4, we gave up 5, so now we're 3rd and 11. And the shadow of our own goalpost at the 22-yard line. Morris brings them out. He's got Littmer split to the left, Cooper Palmer on the wing, and Muckerhide split to the right. Phelps is in the backfield behind him. Morris under center. He's got pressure coming up his left side.
He's got Muckerhide in single coverage.
He sees Muckerhide. Now he pulls it down. And he's going to have to do it on his feet. He's not going to get away from it. He's going to have to eat that one. And they get the sack. 4-yard loss. And now North Decatur's going to have to punt. Boy, you didn't want to see South Decatur come in here all fired up, and that's exactly what we handed them the opportunity to, and now they've got all sorts of adrenaline going. Morris back to punt from his own goal line. He steps into it about the 6-yard line, rugby-style punt, end over end, kicks it across midfield, dribbles out of bounds at the 42, net. That's going to be a pretty good deal. There's a flag back on the 12-yard line, 15-yard line.
We'll see what this is. This is other than the opening kickoff, this is the first penalty flag of the game.
Officiating crew talks it over. They're fancy. They have headpieces. They have little microphones and headpieces.
Yeah, they know what's going on.
They are professional.
There's a few new rules this year, too, and it's all got to do with how they spot the football, so we're not really going to get into that because, one, I really don't know, and two, it's very complicated, it seems like to me. But nonetheless, I'm not sure what they're going to do. They must be on North Decatur because it looks like they're asking wait a minute. Now they're asking. Well, whatever it is, it's taking a while to get it figured out here. Who's this young buck down here on the sidelines? Is that who took over for your father-in-law? Get a little fresher legs in there?
It definitely got a higher quality knee, I can promise you that. Boy, we are we're hashing this out. As the Zebras
I think they're just waiting on a decision, and I'm not sure.
No one's in New York answering the phone.
Yeah, I'm not.
We may have to call our local Ed Pereira and figure out what all this conversation's about.
Well, now we're going the other way.
It is against South Decatur. It's been declined. Charger football?
No, it can't be Charger football.
Legal participation, the call. I don't know what happened there, but that backed up.
Well, no, they're still going to get it at the 42-yard line. We declined it.
We declined it because that would have we would have still had to punt it again, and we got a pretty good punt
We'd have got probably, a 5 or 10-yard penalty down there and then had to punt it good. And, yeah, we got a decent punt. So, okay, here we go again. South Decatur back on offense.
I'm tired just watching that.
I know.
Johnson in motion. McMurray keeps it. He's in trouble. Wiseman finds him first, and that's a big loss. There's Thackeray, Wiseman, and I can never think of the young man's name.
I didn't see what number.
81.
Oh, that's Xander Jones.
Xander Jones, thank you. Sorry,
that's what we needed. We got to get them dogs a-hunting up there, boys. We got to get a little pressure back on there, and can't just let South Decatur grind this thing out 6-7 yards at a time. You got to put them back in passing situations. Test that quarterback. I think that's a new quarterback this year for him. So we'll see here now. North Decatur got him in second and about 17, it looks like to me. 16 is what they're calling it.
Kind of a rough first quarter in terms of execution. Johnson gets the ball, and he's in the backfield. He's brought down
big number 75. Look at him.
That was Bishop on the carry. That's Caden Scudder, new to the Charger football program. He gets a huge tackle for a loss, and that's going to drag them back about for a 4-yard loss, and it's going to bring up 3rd and a mile here.
Yeah, let's wake up them dogs down there. Wake them up a little bit.
Let's see. 3rd, 16, 17, 18, 19, 3rd and 20. 3rd and 20 on the board.
All right, here in North Decatur now, they just got to make sure that they don't give up the long pass here. Give them your 5 or 6 yards in front of you. Make you punt the ball away, but don't give anything deep here, Matt.
Get another one in the middle, boys. Get some pressure. Here comes Scudder.
Here comes the pass.
Back to Murray. He's got to hurry, and it's in the air, and it's caught, and he's brought down short. He was met by a host of blue jerseys as soon as he brought it down. That catch made by number 30. That's Colby Rathburn. But it is short of the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 4th and 11.
Yeah, and you got to think they're going to punt here on our side of the field. We'll see. Looks like they're lining up in a punt formation. North Decatur now here needs to be aware, though, and don't give up any kind of fake punt here.
Who's kicking for them? Is this
is that
Corbin?
5?
Maybe Corbin. It's a tough snap over the right-hand side, rugby side.
Pretty
rugby
good kick.
Muckerhide waving for the fair catch. He's going to fair catch it at the 25-yard line. Good field position. That kick was by Owen Areola and got a good foot into it. Flips the field again, and both offensive struggling here to get some consistency in the drive.
Well, it looks like to me that kind of depends on what the big boys are doing up front there. It looked like the first time that after the North Decatur turnover that South Decatur owned that line of scrimmage and was able to pound that ball into the end zone. And then North Decatur, again, South Decatur owned the defensive line of scrimmage when they had the ball, didn't go anywhere. And now this last time, now the North Decatur defensive front took care of their business. So now we'll see North Decatur with the ball for the second time here.
North Decatur's third possession of the first quarter, 5:46 left. The give is to the fullback on the trap, and he's inside, and he's gaining some tough yards down through there. I think that's probably Cooper Palmer. It is. Cooper picks up about 4 on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
So positive yardage there for the Chargers as the clock's ticking here to 5 minutes and 30 seconds in the H&R block, first quarter here on WTRE. The inter-county battle here is the North Decatur Chargers and South Decatur Cougars are going at it, and South Decatur's got the early advantage 7-0. Got a short field down there on the opening possession and took care of business.
Ball's on the 27-yard line of North Decatur. They come out in a spread formation. Just in the gun. Palmer and Eldridge spot to the right. The pitch is a little toss to Muckerhide. He's in space. He outruns the linebacker. Now he's got to make a cut. He gets face masked, and he's down around the 38-yard line. No call on that face mask. It jerked his head around.
That was the old young buck over there, too. I think we need to get the old style out there. He missed that one, but that's all right. Still positive yardage. First down for the Chargers.
Big run there by Caden.
Yeah, nice move there. He was kind of dead to rights back there with about a 2-yard gain, was able to do a little shimmy and shake and pick up the first down.
North Decatur's first down of the football game, and hopefully they can stick a drive on the backside of that. Now they're at the 38-yard line. Morris brings them to the line. He's in the gun. Phelps is beside him. He gives to Phelps. Phelps got blocks in front of him, and he's got green grass. He's in the secondary across the 50-yard line. He's down to the 48 of South Decatur, and that was a heck of a block play coming around the right-hand side.
Yeah, credit there to number 61. That's Connor Larson. That was a heck of a pull and block there. And now the Chargers are going in a hurry-up. They got a little momentum here, and they're going right off the bat.
2 first downs in a row, gains over 10 yards, and now Morris has got them under center. He looks back at Phelps, barks some instructions, and now he's going to pull back here, give to Phelps. Phelps has got space over the right-hand side, and he's slung down immediately. Big fella got him. That's Ian Amrine.
Good tackle there by Amrine. Still a nice pickup, though, there for the Chargers. They're going to get a strong 5, maybe a weak 6 on that. Looks like about a 5-yard gain. Creeping up there towards 6.
Give him 5.
Oh, come on, Matt.
That's a 5.
Man.
You don't have your cheaters on, do you?
I do.
Okay. North Decatur rolling now. 3:50 left in the first quarter. Down by 7. Morris gives to Muckerhide. Muckerhide's got space around the left-hand side and a bunch of it. One cut away from it, and he gets past the safety, but the back pursuit catches him. He's down to the 28-yard line. That's a pickup of 15. So North Decatur getting them in chunks now.
Yeah, good job there by the Chargers. Now we're going to run on our heavy package here, it looks like.
You reckon it was nerves? We're just nervous early? Because now you're starting to flow and pick up some speed out of your linemen, and backs are finding holes.
Yeah, I don't know, but, you know, the turnover obviously didn't help. But you got to credit South on that. Again, we didn't give them 6 points. They had to get it. So
yeah. Morris under center. Fake toss back to Muckerhide. No, he gave it to him. Muckerhide, nobody knows where the ball is.
That's a
Muckerhide's got it at the 10, the 5. He's in the barn.
That's a Charger in the barn.
Muckerhide strikes from 29 yards out on a quick toss play. And North Decatur is a PAT away from evening this one up at 7.
Yeah, and great job there by Caden to come back from that. He coughed that up on the first play of the game, and that is not Caden Muckerhide football. I can tell you that, folks. And I can tell you that I know how his mind works, and he wanted to make up for that, and he did. He had some nice runs, basically got 3/4 of those yards there on that drive.
All right, here's Odell. Got a new pair of chartreuse cleats, and he puts that one through, and we are knotted up at 7.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break here. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
All right, back here at Ed Kalen Field, Chris Caney alongside Matt Morris here, where North Decatur has just tied this thing up 7-7. South Decatur with the early score. And North Decatur just punches one in to get their first Charger in the barn of the season. And now with 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go here in the H&R Block first quarter, it's North Decatur 7, South Decatur 7, Matt. So we got a good old-fashioned Decatur County battle here tonight.
North Decatur comes off of a 75-yard drive that only took 6 plays, and they put one into the end zone, tie this thing up. So hopefully the momentum has shifted now, and this defense can feed off of it because Corbin Johnson is running well at the moment. Waiting on Odell. This is the first time we've seen Odell off of a tee. I predict, South Decatur didn't like what they saw, their alignment, or they were missing somebody somewhere, so they called a timeout.
Boy, you never want to see that. You hate to call a timeout on
special teams.
Special teams, yeah. It's just
you had to do it all the time in junior high.
I mean,
do we have 11 out there? No, sir. We got 15. Well, we probably better call timeout.
Trying to get everybody in and keep everything going.
How many timeouts do I have left, Chris? Because we can't kick off that many times.
I understand what you're saying.
Jeez, it's hard. They're learning.
Well, and I think there, you're South Decatur here. I mean, you don't. The momentum has probably changed a little bit, and you want to get that right back. And the last thing you want to do is have a mistake on your kickoff and then give the ball to North Decatur down on, your end of the field. So wise call there by the coaching staff over at South to make sure we know what we're doing. First game in the year, you're going to see some of that, different things and some timeouts that you're going to question that, as we get 3 to 4 games into the season, even 2 or 3 games into the season, you're not going to see that anymore.
Yeah, you're probably right. But they did. I think you're probably more right about the momentum. If there was something off and it was going to cause a potential poor play for them, they needed to get that timeout in and not lose any more momentum than they just had. As that drive really ate up quite a bit of time. It was about a 2-3 minute drive, and the momentum shifted as a result. So now Odell, do you think that's a new pair of cleats, or is he wearing the same chartreuse from
I don't know.
last
I'm
year?
going to have to get a good look at them down there.
It's a different color than last year. Still green.
It's a little different shade.
It is. But, he spiraled it. How do you do that? Down into the 18-yard line.
They had South Decatur deep, too.
Mucker High, or not Mucker
somebody just rolled somebody down there.
Caleb Phelps was a wrecking ball down that field, and he was the second man there after he was cleaning house. But number 89 is that's Hunter Meister getting in there and causing some havoc.
Good job there. And boy, number 24 for South Decatur, he took a shot there. Alex Myers, he was a little slow getting up there, but climbed right back up and right back at it. So now here comes the Chargers defense again.
All right, we have to contain and keep number 2 Corbin Johnson within the fence here. You never let one out of the fence when you're trying to.
Not when you're trying to put them in the barn.
Yeah, I know it. One gets loose though, and then they all get loose.
Coming this way,
and that is Bishop. Bishop is going to be tackled for a loss. Good pursuit there by Owen Eldridge to squeeze him in, and then Parmer Phelps in the linebacking core. Owen Wiseman was in there as well, but good gang tackle there by the Charger defense.
Yeah, another loss there is now North Decatur is got him pinned back. Second and about 12 here for the Cougars. Ball rests just over the 20-yard line. Looks like about on the 21-yard line.
The last 4 plays from scrimmage for South Decatur, no gain, -4, -6, -2. So the North Decatur defense is dialed in at the moment. McMurray in the gun. He gives to Johnson over the right-hand side. Lots of pressure in the backfield, but he's able to find the edge and pick up 4. Johnson found some daylight over there, Chris, and boy, the kid can run. He runs hard.
Yeah, he does. He's a good back, that's for sure. Now Scudder runs off for the Chargers as they run Mr. Friend on number 67 there. That's another new kid to North Decatur. Xander Friend as he comes on to be the stopper there in the middle for the Chargers.
Jalen McMurray brings them back to the line. He's got Bishop beside him.
And they're tight, Matt.
Everything's tight. Jumbo formation, left-hand side.
Here
they give it to Bishop. Bishop, left-hand side, and
there
he's
we
going to
go.
be
Gang
mowed
tackle.
down. No gain there on third down, which is going to bring up a 4th down and 8 in Cougar territory. I assume a punt's coming.
Well, I tell you what, Matt, that was just good pursuit there. As I seen 28, I seen 3, I seen 51. I seen a whole herd of Chargers in there as they put the clamps down. That's what you got to do. You can't let Mr. Johnson or any of those other backs get started.
Ariola back to punt. Got a decent one away last time, and then we had all the issues. And
there's
this is a
bad
dribble
snap.
back to the
Weiser's got a chance.
My goodness, he was close to that football. Might have got a piece of it, actually. And it dribbles down to the 38-yard line. Man, I don't know how close you have to be.
Oh, Mr. Wisman.
Not block one, but he was right there.
I bet that had to graze his fingertips.
I want to ask him.
Wait till I see him. He's over at my house the next time. I'm going to tell him, what's wrong? You can't stretch any farther than that?
Grow your fingernails, son.
That's right.
Got to have a little longer fingernails there.
Had to be close.
Ball's on the 38-yard line of North Decatur. They're going to start their 4th possession from scrimmage.
So good field position here again for the Chargers as they.
Last time they burned a lot of clock and marched it right down.
So we're 44 seconds to go here in the H&R block, first quarter, 7-7.
Morris in the gun. Phelps beside him. Back to pass. Slings one left side. Got a man.
And it's Littmer.
Ty Littmer makes a nice catch over on the numbers just across midfield. They pick up about 14 yards on first down. And Morris throws a dart. Littmer catches it and turns it upfield.
Yeah, good confidence there for Morris as he threw a nice pass. Ty with a nice route out there. Good catch. Able to pick up the first down. North Decatur here still going to get a play off. As there's 30 seconds and the play clock's at 23, so North's going to run one more play here. Ball just across the 50-yard line like Matt mentioned. And we're going to load this side of the field over here. 2 receivers wide, 1 on the other side. Phelps in the backfield.
Give to Phelps, right-hand side. He's got all kinds of grass into the second level, and he's going to pick up 9 yards. And now that offensive line is starting to impose their will as the linebacker's not getting touched till he's into the second level.
Yeah, and there's another 9-yard run, and now the Chargers are getting yardage in chunks here.
And that's going to take us to the end of the H&R block first quarter. We are knotted up at 7 in the Civil War game 1 of regular season. We'll be right back. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
All right, live back here at the Corral at Kalen Field, where the North Decatur Chargers and the South Decatur Cougars are all knotted up at 7. And a tale of 2 halves to that quarter, man, as South Decatur came out on defense and with the North Decatur turnover, was able to take the ball over right around the 30-yard line, and 4 plays, I think, later, they punched one in to get the early lead on the Chargers, and the Chargers offense kind of sputtered around there for a little bit. And then in the second part of that first quarter, the North Decatur offense and defense got rolling and tied that thing up.
I have a question.
I've got an answer.
A tale of 2 halves of the first quarter. Now, I wasn't a fractions guy, but wouldn't that be a tale of 2 eighths?
Tale of 2 quarters.
It
could be. Boy, now you're splitting hairs, though.
Well, we're splitting halves.
Do we have a math teacher up here?
I don't. Do we have a math teacher?
Let's not get into that.
Whoo, boy.
All right, Chargers back on the ball.
All right, Morris is in the gun. Phelps is behind him. He's got 3 receivers out there, 2 to the top, and Hey, did not see the ball move, and the defense moved.
Yeah, that's number 73 there.
He moved aggressively. Toby Bishop.
Toby Bishop. The young man had a big play there, and North Decatur's first or second time having the ball, but
that's a first down.
Kind of jumping the snap count there, and
little early.
And boy, that's the rough spot to be in that center position. You just got to take a thump in there. You don't even move.
Did he get knocked on his hand?
Oh, he did.
Oh, boy. Well, that's why we wear tail pads.
That's right.
He'll be fine. That's Mac Templeton down there. And yeah, he's fine. Shift to the tight end and the fullback over, trips to the left-hand side, tosses to Phelps. Phelps has got blocks in front. Guy's going to cut it back out. Boy, if he had 2 more steps, it was 25 yards of green in front of him.
Yep. Still a nice pickup there of about 4 yards. And now what do we got? Officials timeout.
Official timeout. Uh-oh. We got a trainer coming on. We
got a young man down over here. I didn't see him. South Decatur. I can't catch a number on that.
Yeah.
Owen Eldridge, if he'd move his big noggin.
All right, we better take a break. It looks like our trainers are going to diagnose this situation, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
All right, back here at Ed Kalen Field, home of the Chargers, and number 30 for the Cougars, Matt, that's Colby Rathburn. He's limping off, but the young man's up and walking and gets a nice hand from the visitors and the home team over here as well, as it looks like he's going to be at least okay. Nothing too serious, I don't think.
Yeah, he's so he plays in their secondary. He's a DB and a wide receiver, excuse me, and a senior at that. And boy, you hate to exit your last bucket game in that fashion. But hopefully he's all right and he comes back.
Yeah, he was able to walk off, and he was hobbling a little bit. And I don't know if it's a cramp. It looks like it's just a cramp. I think it looks like the trainers over there. His rolls stretching his calf out is what it looks like. So hopefully that young man can return to action here shortly.
Yeah, and eyes like an eagle.
These new glasses, they're about as thick as a pop bottle.
He can diagnose a calf from 75 yards with those things. Let's get the name of that and the sponsor. Morris gives back to Phelps. Phelps has got grass. He's got a first down, and he's into the secondary across the 20-yard line down to the 19.
Yeah, good run there by Caleb. He's not doing anything fancy there. He's just following his blockers like a good back should, and that's exactly what he did, and was able to pick up another big chunk yardage. And I'll tell you what, credit up there, too, to the offensive line for the Chargers as they're starting to impose their will out there a little bit.
They really are. They're getting a great push. And you know, South Decatur doesn't bring that many up front. They're in a 35 defense. They got a 3-man front. They're good. They're big up front. But there's not enough to get to that edge. They're really relying on their linebackers, and we're getting up to that second level very quickly. Oh, we had too many in motion. Oh, we called timeout. Whoo, we got a timeout in there. Bailed out by the timeout. And, Chris, we'll just keep it right here. You'd sure like to see North Decatur get some points on the board after this drive.
Yeah, I mean, they've been – it's 1st and 10, ball's on the 19-yard line. So you pick up the first down here, you're inside the 10. We're already in the red zone. And like I said, I really think the North Decatur front 5 up there is really starting to control that line of scrimmage. And, yeah, I mean, they've been getting chunk yards here. We're getting 4 to 5 to 9 yards a carry, and haven't even really dove into the pass game yet other than just won the Littmer. So a lot of options here yet. For the Chargers, and you'd like to see them punch this one in after the drive they've put together.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised. You got a fresh set of downs. I wouldn't be surprised. You're 1st and 10 inside the South Decatur 20 to see them come out after a timeout and run something we haven't seen yet this season, and with maybe a little ball in the air.
Well, we all know that Coach Stern's playbook looks like the old 1975 Sears catalog. So
no, it's more. I mean, service merchandise maybe.
Well, it's pretty thick. I used one of those to get up to the pot when I was about 2 or 3. So
Well, let's see what he pulled out here. We got slot receiver over on the left-hand side is Muckerhide, and Littmer split that side. Man in motion's Jones. He resets. Now we got trips to the left. The give is to Phelps. Phelps is just going to pound it ahead. Well, that was pretty Manila. Manila?
Manila.
That's
what
a town up there.
It's kind of like one of those yellow envelopes that you get everything in.
Is that Manila?
No, that's Manila.
Oh, boy. There's a town in Decatur County called Manila, right?
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
Not that I'm aware of. Where's it at?
I'll have to get you a map.
There's one in Rush
I'm
County.
going to get my atlas out, and I'll show you.
Your atlas.
I got an atlas in the truck under the seat.
I do, too. I still got one of those, but I don't use it anymore. So a
big.
nice pick up there, almost 6 yards. Matt will give him 5 because that's the way he is.
Yeah, it was 5.5. Give him 6. Morris under center. Gives to Phelps. Phelps is just churning and burning. He's into the second level, picks up another 3. I mean, basically that 3-man front, if you're running off tackle, they're going to give you the 3. But then you got that wall of linebackers. You got 5 linebackers.
Yeah, maybe I don't know if they struggled a little bit at the beginning there because we gave up the sack to Bishop and didn't maybe know how to pick that up right off the bat. But obviously they've made some adjustments to that and seem to be handling at least those front 3 now. But now it looks like, I guess that one gentleman's going to back up a little bit.
They were walking.
I think they're starting to walk. Yeah, it looks like they're.
See, now here they're going to have a 4-man front as they get close to the goal line.
3rd and 2.
Morris is going to keep this in design, keep over the right-hand side.
Makes
a cut. He's going to be in the barn. He's close. Touchdown, North Decatur.
That's another charger in the barn. Mason Morris on a scamper from just outside the 10-yard line. Puts North Decatur up 13-7 here now as the Chargers offense starting to click here a little bit.
Morris finds the pay dirt, made a couple nice cuts and gets inside the end zone, gives us the lead 13-7. Odell to try to add an extra. Takes his breath. He always does the Pat McAfee shrug.
Oh, boy.
Busted play, bad
Hawk.
tip, bad snap, and Palmer does well by covering it up. Nonetheless.
Well, that's not what you want to see, but nonetheless, still a good play there, or a good drive by the Chargers to put 6 points up the board. Take the lead here, 13-7. We're in the second quarter of the Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back here listening to Charger football on WTRE.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
All right, back here at the Corral, Ed Kalen Field here at North Decatur, where the North Decatur Chargers just put 6 on the board, botch up the extra point on kind of a low snap, and Palmer couldn't get the hold up to give Odell a chance, but nonetheless does put the Chargers ahead here 13-7. We're in the 9 minutes and 37 seconds to go here in the Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter, and Odell is taking his strides back, set to kick this off, Matt.
2 consecutive drives out of the Charger offense that went 8 plays in over 60 yards, a 62-yard and a 75-yard drive that ends in a touchdown, and now they've got the 13-7 lead. I'll see this defense step up and get the ball back. There's 9.5 minutes left in the half. Odell is going to put the mint cleats into it. Let's call it mint. End over end. Big.
There's a good kick.
Inside the 8-yard line. Back the other way. Here they come. He's got a seam, and he is knocked off that seam. That was a good pop by Xander Jones to knock him off his route.
Good job there by the Chargers return team when you got a long kick like that, which Odell is very well capable of doing every time. Excuse me. That's a long run down there until you catch up to those guys. And nonetheless, good job there by the coverage team as South Decatur's got the ball just short of the 27-yard line.
I'll take your word for it. 27-yard line, 9:30 mark, and the second quarter is going to be South Decatur's first possession of this quarter.
All right, now we'll see what South goes to here. A little bit different formation for them here as they got 2 twins here to the right.
Still got 2 backs in the backfield. The give is Corbin Johnson. He's going to just run into Larison. He holds on. Connor holds on, drags him down, picks up about 4. When's that box going to quit moving? That's a 5. That's another 5, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll let you call that.
That's a +5.
And Larson there, I was a little high on his pad level there as he just kind of caught Johnson there, and Johnson took him for about a 2-yard ride there, and Connor's a pretty stout young man for the Chargers, so he just needs to get down a little bit and
meet it.
Meet it. Yeah,
he was standing on his heels.
He went for a ride there.
McMurray gives to Johnson. Johnson makes a cut, driven back by linebackers, and Caden Scudder finishes off the duties from behind as he trails the play.
Good job there. Still positive yards, though, for the Cougars. They're going to pick up about 2 there. That's going to put this down in about 3rd and 2 for the Cougars. So manageable here for South Decatur, but North Decatur's D-line up there starting to get a little bit of a push, I think.
McMurray. That is McMurray, right? Number
6.
No, that's
Areola.
Areola. Ari. I don't know how you say it.
I don't know. Is the A silent? I don't know.
That'd be Riola.
English. That's what you speak, Chris. English.
Ricola.
All right, here come the Chargers. There's another timeout here.
Whoa.
Delay a game. Oh, boy. If you're South Decatur, that's not what you want to have right there.
3rd and short, as 3rd and 1.5 yards, and they didn't see the play clock. And that's going to be, that makes it a much different 3rd down now. As 3rd
sure
and 6.
does, because 3rd and 2, I'd say you set that in Mr. Johnson's hands and say, make a furrow. And he a little bit different now at about 3rd and 7.
Dead furry. Now we got everybody over on the right-hand side. The fake and the bobble around. That bobble cost him, and Areola goes down. He didn't get the mesh cleanly whatsoever, and it cost him enough momentum that play died right there.
Yeah, he kind of bobbled that around a little bit and actually lost about a yard on that play. So it's going to put him into 4th and 8 here, and inside the 30-yard line, you got to think that the Cougars are going to punt this one away.
Yeah, they're going to need to get. They got to get a drive going here. Their last 3 have been 3 and outs, capped with a punt.
Well, and I'll tell you, that's where those penalties like that beginning of the year just kill you.
Snaps better this time, and he gets a good foot into it. High pop fly. Muckerhide's trying to shield from the sun.
Yeah, it's probably one that you just stay away from there if you can't see it good. And don't make a mess up there. Wait till the sun goes down, catch that in the second half and take it back.
All right, North Decatur is going to start this possession on their own 25-yard line. You know, I never understood why they put these fields in here east to west.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. I guess we could go back to 1960-something and
ask them.
Time capsule.
Maybe the GPS on the donkey.
Get a mini-hoe out here and
just ran.
Dig that time capsule up. There's probably a reason in there.
7 minutes to work with and a 6-point lead. Morris has got him in the gun. He's back to pass, looking downfield. Got a flag, and he's got a man, and he underthrew it and almost picked off by the safety.
We had a wide-open receiver over here in Littmer, too.
Well, he's not going to like that on film. Nonetheless, the play's coming back probably because there was
a hold.
An infraction.
Infraction.
Yes. But
Junction.
What's the call? Yeah, we're going to walk it off. Okay, Chris, there's an example now. That was a hold on the offense. Instead of that being a spot foul where the hold occurred, the 10 yards is marked off from the original line of scrimmage. So instead of it being 2nd and 22, it's now 2nd and 20. That's the rule change.
Okay.
Now it gets complicated if stuff happens downfield, but for now that was pretty cut and dry.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
-10 on the hold.
I learned by example, and that was the first one, so I'm going to have to learn.
We'll get the whiteboard up here.
There we go.
Morris.
There's Phelps, nice catch.
Phelps, was that a little bubble screen or swing pass?
Yeah, just a little swing pass out there, and nice little pickup, though. That's going to get most of the penalty yardage back. Going to get the Chargers up. 2nd down, looks like about 11. Keep going there, box man.
Slow to set that. Now we're 2nd and 12.
Call it 12. Give a little, get a little, take a little.
We start this with about 9 minutes. Yeah.
All right, so now North Decatur, 2nd and 12. Chargers deep in their own territory. All right, now there's a Wildcat.
Muckerhide's going to take that snap direct, and he's going to run into a wall. He gets stood up there by Alex Myers.
Still gets the ball out to about the 26, 27-yard line.
Good little quick play. Pick up about 4 yards. I'll give it 5 because he was 12, right? 2nd and 12, so he got 5 out of that.
All right, so Muckerhide there.
All right.
Now they're running. Looks like they're running the receivers on.
Ty and Jack, Caney, Littmer and Caney come on. Morris trots the play into the huddle. There's 5 minutes and 45 seconds left. And a 3rd and 6 in front of these boys from their own 29-yard line.
North Decatur going to have to hustle here with the play clock.
6, 5. Got to see it. 3, 2. Plays off. Low snap, picks it up, has a man across the middle.
Oh,
and the
that's a penalty. There it is.
Okay. Whoo, I didn't know he was going to throw it, but the receiver got hit before the ball got there, and solid contact made, and that's going to be a pass interference call, no doubt.
Yeah, that was Caney coming across the middle there, and just didn't even get an opportunity to catch the ball there as he kind of got tackled. But nonetheless, that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
That 15-yard walk-off then from the previous spot. That puts it at the 44-yard line.
On the near side of the hash here, North Decatur. All right.
First fresh set of downs from their own 44 now, and 5.5 minutes to work with. Morris is under center. Back to give to Phelps. Phelps is on the – no, he kept that. And we got
he's got
Xander Jones.
He's got a lot of field.
He's got blocks in front. Muckerhide did a nice job holding up that corner for a long time. Xander gets all the way out to the 32-yard line, 33, and that's a big gainer.
Yeah, just a really nice play call there, too, by Coach. They had everybody thinking, we're going left, and he runs that little boot out there and picks up Xander. Nice pass there by Morris to get that and get it going. And now North Decatur in business again inside the 35-yard line.
About a 20-yard pickup from number 81, Xander Jones, off the arm of Morris on the boot. And now the Charger offense rolling fresh set of downs, 4.5 minutes to work with.
Going to spread them out and go right up the middle here, Matt.
Muckerhide in motion.
Oh, we jumped.
Oh, we got to clean up.
False start.
Little itchy there.
I believe that was big number 70 over there. 5-yard penalty. Doesn't kill you, though, here. It's still first down. Got plenty of time. 4 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the second quarter. Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter.
I'll be curious. That is the 3rd penalty against North Decatur offense here. See what the stats look like at half. See if my statistician's off. Muckerhide in motion. Oh, no, we got another one.
Now who's moving?
Oh, the penalties here now have
boy, now that's 10. Now that's a whole different story. Now you could take a 5 when that's just a little jab, but take another 5. That's kind of like a little bit of a chin shot there.
3 penalties on North Decatur on this drive for a negative 20 yards, and if we're able to get points out of this, it'll be miraculous if we're overcome that.
Well, we just got to be able to run a play.
That is critical in the success of the offense.
Yes.
Is to be able to get the snap off before the hankies are flying.
Same formation as the last time.
Let's see if we put anybody in motion. Okay, everybody sit still. Sit still. Ball's off. We're clean. Morris on the read option, going to keep it up the right-hand side. He's got a space. Now he makes a juke and puts a safety on the ground, and another safety on the ground, and he's down to almost a first down. Tough run in there by number 4, and all 145 pounds of the little stick, and he almost picks up the 1st and 20 yardage to get the first down.
Yep, so we get that all back. Good run there by Morris. Nice cut over there, and good blocking for our offensive lineman to seal that off from that side. Morris read it well and was able to pick up big yards there as he picked up, about 18 on that. So now we run the big boys on. We're going to pack her in there a little bit.
That's a different look to this offense, too, if you got the ability for the quarterback to run a little bit, as long as we can keep him upright. Morris is under center here. Got two in the backfield behind him.
Muckerhide on single coverage over here. Going to hand it off to Palmer.
Cooper, the tailback, he's going to get the first down.
Pick up the first down.
With the tough running, and Cougar is slow to get up there after that pop. But nonetheless, first down after 4-yard gain by Cooper Palmer. Woo, now the drive is back alive. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left here. 6-point lead, and ball's on the 23. And it'd be nice to go into the half here with a 2-score lead.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the staff elects to do down there. If we do score the touchdown, if they'll try to go for 2 and get it back to 21 again. But first things first, Matt, we got to put this in. We're still, 24 yards away?
Yeah, ball on the 23 officially. Morris under center. The give is to Phelps. Nope.
Oh, he's got Caney. He's got Caney.
Oh, he goes for the dump route, and that's
all
Coop.
right. Good
Cooper
block.
gets it into the about the 16-yard line. Did he have Jack down here in the corner?
He did, and we got a hanky down too.
Man, that boot fake is tough because I can't pick up that ball before I know that he's got it. It looks like that's going to the running back. Flag on the ground. We're discussing it here.
And North Decatur backing up, so it looks like it's going to be on the Chargers again. Wow, penalties. Tripping. Oh, that's a 15-yard variety, isn't it?
I believe it is.
Whew. He's going to Franklin County with that to mark the ball.
I'll start this next play from Connorsville.
Jeez, oh Pete.
First and 25 now from the 38-yard line. Penalties this drive. Penalties, penalties, penalties.
The flag was in the center of the field, so I'm not sure.
So we're going to end up with if we get this in the end zone, we're going to end up with a 145-yard drive because we had to get 35 of it twice.
Well, now time becomes a little bit of an issue here, too. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Decatur County Memorial Hospital, second quarter.
The give is to Phelps. Phelps has got a lot of grass, and he's going to get a 10-yard chunk, looks like. That one started on the 38.
Got to go quick here now, though.
Ball's down to the 32.
2 minutes.
6
2 minutes. Ways to go here for the Chargers.
2-minute drill now. But, I mean, you got time. You're on the 30-yard line, and you got a field goal kicker.
That's very true.
So
but I think to feel safe to trot him out there, you need another good 10 to 15 yards, don't you think? You don't want to make his first field goal a 45-yarder.
Stern's going to call a timeout and talk it over. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
This is Michelle Gauck with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
All right, back here live at the Corral, Ed Kalin Field, where the North Decatur Chargers lead the South Decatur Cougars 13-7. And what feels like North Decatur's been gaining a lot of yards, but penalties are just killing the Chargers.
Oh, we have. We just do it. We do it twice.
Feels like South Decatur hasn't had the ball, and I don't know how long. South Decatur did win the toss, did defer, so they will get the ball to start the third quarter. So really want to see North Decatur here put some points on the board, Matt.
Time of possession has been incredibly lopsided. North Decatur just doesn't have all the points to show for it yet. Now we got, we are wide open here with trips to the top and split into the bottom. Morris in the gun, back to pass. He's got all day. He steps into one, launches it down the field. It is underthrown and almost picked off. And Caden had to turn into the defender there as that safety number 24, Alex Myers, had it all dead to rights, but McBride broke it up.
Yeah, and they had a lot of guys back there as they didn't rush, but maybe 4 guys on that and dropped everybody else. Pretty fortunate there that the Chargers didn't lose that one to an interception to Alex Myers, like you mentioned, as Caden Muckerhide kind of played defender there. Now the Chargers third and, 19, 20?
Third and
all right,
20.
so you got to get this one, you'd think, up there fairly close. to go for it.
Spreads the field again. Muckerhide and Palmer at the top. Littmer down at the bottom. Morris is going to run. This is design boot. He makes one cut, and now he's got daylight up the right-hand side. He's across the 20. Makes one more cut. Still going. Stiff arms out of bounds, and he's out of bounds. And he picked up about
17 of the 20, maybe 18.
Yeah, he's going to be short of the first down. It's going to bring up a 4th and 2. What do we do here?
We're going. Here comes the bigs already. Nope, now he changes it. Now they run back off.
All right, it's 4th and 2. Yes, 4th and 2 from the 14-yard line of the Cougars.
This is a big play here. Minute 30 to go. South Decatur stops this. I think the momentum kind of switches back over to them.
With just a 6-point deficit and
Absolutely.
time left. All right, we're going to spread the field here. Littmer, Muckerhide to the left. We got 2 backs behind Morris. That's Palmer and Phelps.
What it looks like to me.
Phelps has got it and then some. And boy, that was a crack. There was a big collision at the end of that. And there's some extracurricular here as it's getting a little chippy back there in the secondary. There was a collision at the end of that play. Phelps ended up winning it.
Yeah. Caleb running the ball really hard here. He's not a dancer, that's for sure. He's not going to juke you and jive you. You're not going to see him on Dancing with the Stars or anything like that.
No question who was finishing that run.
He ain't afraid to drop the shoulder. That's for daggone sure.
All right, a little wildcat here. Muckerhide's in the gun. Morris splits out to the left-hand side, and Palmer's in there with him. And Muckerhide's going to keep it. He's got blocks in front of him. He's got to make a cut, and he's across the goal line.
There's a hole.
But
That's coming back.
Another flag.
It's either 51 or 48.
Yeah. That is a lot of penalties in one drive.
It's 24 just shot in there. That's Alex Myers, and then they've been calling his name a lot. And if you're a South Decatur fan, that's not good because he's in the secondary, and that's not where you want to be making all your tackles. But nonetheless, that kid shot up in there, and nothing North Decatur could do but try to take him down and hold there. Not sure on who. Okay, so now tell me why that one went like that.
Okay, so the ball was on the 3-yard line.
Okay.
The hold occurred. It's a 10-yard walk-off. And it's from the original line of scrimmage. So now we're back to the 13, and we'll do it again. 1st and goal from the 13.
All right, and still a minute 3 here to go. Decatur County Memorial Hospital, 2nd quarter.
We are on our 15th play on this drive. And
7 of those are penalties.
7 of them are penalties. We chewed up 8 minutes, and that's because now it's a design keep and a pitch.
Good pitch.
Phelps around the edge, and another
flag.
stinking penalty. And the collective groan from the North Decatur bleachers.
Well, you go from having the ball at the 2-yard line to if this is another hold.
Oh, boy. I'm telling you, this has been 8 minutes, and this is basically 2 drives put together, 150 yards gained, and only 75 to show for it on the stat sheet. Well, they do a lot of talking. Now we're going to come over and explain. Personal foul against the defense.
Oh.
Whew. Okay. That was thrown in the direction of our offensive line.
That's what I kind of thought, so I'm not sure what that was. All right, so now, I'll tell you, folks, this has been the strangest thing I've ever seen. We'll gain 20, we lose 20. We gain 23, we lose 18. Just enough to keep going. Now South Decatur gives us a lot of that yardage back on their first penalty on this drive. Clock's winding.
Morris give to Phelps. Phelps is driving in the middle of the pack. And 46 seconds on the clock. They get a timeout. North Decatur will use their last timeout, I believe. And
I think that's just our second, isn't it?
I don't know.
We're going to have to get a statistician. Well, let's take a quick break here.
Let's do. We'll sort that word out, and we'll be right back.
We'll try to get a spelling for you on that.
Charger football on WDRE.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
All right, back here at the Corral, Ed Kalen Field, home of the Chargers. North Decatur going to have the ball.
Could you stay seated, please? We're trying to.
Football royalty going across the front of us here. Mr. Reed Messer cruising through.
He just walks around here like he owns the place.
Yeah. Reed playing football for Taylor University this year. All right, Chargers take back out to the field. North Decatur just inside the 5-yard line. 46 seconds to go. Decatur County Memorial Hospital, second quarter.
All right, boys, we need to get some points on the board after all this. Ball's on the 3-yard line. It is second and goal. Morris under center. Give to Phelps. Phelps has got daylight. Doesn't get touched. Touchdown.
There we go. And that's another Charger in the barn. Whew. Jumps it up to 19-7. North Decatur now, we'll see what looks like we're going to go for the 1 as they trot. Carson Palmer back on to hold, or excuse me, Cooper. That's my godson. I ought to know that.
You ought to. Odie. Ball's on the block, and that is driven to the bus lot.
Yeah.
Oh, on the bounce, it'll make it to the bus lot.
You're driving a semi down 3. Please look out for balls coming your way. Nice kick there by Odell. Nice job by Cooper there, too, to control that snap as it was a little high. That's something I think we need to work on is that combination. Now the score jumps up to 20-7, and we're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, back at North Decatur. Home of the Chargers. As North Decatur just punches one in to go up 20-7, Matt, and that's a big score for the Chargers. A little bit of separation is what's been just an ugly football game so far.
I'm so relieved that we ended up with points on the board at the end of that deal.
Yeah.
15-play drive, 8 minutes of clock consumed, went 75 yards, and I was going to be a little disappointed if we didn't have points on it because we had been inside the 5-yard line about 8 times.
I believe we went 75 yards 2 times.
I think we did. We did.
He's a good kid.
They're good kids.
All right, here we go. Odell going to try to kick it out and hit the ambulance.
All right. Mint cleats this year from number 80. Smokes the pigskin. End over into the 10. High kick. And he's got coverage there immediately. Shakes a couple tackles, but not getting away from
good job there.
Camden McKinney does the dirty work, finishes that one off.
Several Chargers in there on that one. That's what I like to see, Matt. That's what I like to see.
That's how you guys did it back in the day when you had the leather helmets, wasn't it? You just fly down the field.
Yep.
Just go. 36 seconds to work with here for the Cougars, but they got 75 yards to go as they start this one on the 25.
All right, so now you got to see what South Decatur, are they going to try something here, or are they just going to be content to go in down 13 points, 36 seconds? I believe they do at least have 1 timeout. I know they took the 1 on special teams. They may have 2. I don't know, split a couple guys out wide here.
McMurray and Johnson in the backfield. The give is to Johnson, and he's
met
immediately by Xander Jones at his feet, and Owen Wiseman finished the work up top.
Good job there by Xander as he took the block on, shedded it, and was right there. Can't play defensive end any better than that. And then, like you said, old Wiseman, the old wise man. Bringing it up through there. Old thick leg.
Wisman, as he was called at Eastern Hancock.
Yeah, I don't know how you get that with an E in between the S and the M, but we'll go with it.
I think it's the German pronunciation.
Not German, I'm German.
How's that possible?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You're not Irish?
It's not Irish.
You're a quarter Irish, three-quarters
right.
German.
That's going to bring us to the end of the second quarter, where your halftime score tonight is North Decatur 20, South Decatur 7. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back here. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4-ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milberg, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
All right, back here at North Decatur High School, the Corral, home of the Chargers, Ed Kalin Field. I don't know how many more names I can come up with it for, but North Decatur leads this thing 20-7, as North now has put a little bit of distance in between them, and the Chargers pushed this lead out to just short of a 2-touchdown lead. And again, that was an interesting first half of football there, and I'd say both coaches are probably going into the locker room going, what the heck was that?
Well, I think you got to be thankful that this is the first game of the season and not the week before the sectional, because obviously it was a rough executed first half for both sides. And just give you a quick rundown on the stats. South Decatur has hang on just a second here. You want to read those off?
Oh, my God. Yeah, so we'll go down here. First downs for South Decatur are 2 first downs. They've got 13 rushes for 31 yards, 8 passing yards. They're 1 for 1 for that 8. They've ran 14 plays for 39 yards here. So South Decatur with 39 yards at halftime. And time of possession, 8 minutes and 57 seconds. North Decatur, so they have 12 first downs. They have 25 rushes for 179 yards. They've got 44 passing yards. They're 3 of 4 on the passing, and they've got 29 plays for 223 yards. So the yardage here tonight is 39 yards for South, 223 for North at halftime.
Boy.
And, man, I'll tell you.
That is
how do you get that back up? Boy, I'll tell you.
Here.
There we go.
I must have taken it at a wonky angle.
Oh, no, I'll tell you what. And time of possession, the only other thing that I wanted to go over there is 14 minutes and 22 seconds as opposed to 8:57. So North Decatur not quite double on time of possession, but close to it. And the Chargers do have the one big turnover that costed them the 7 points down there to begin the game, Matt.
Yeah, time of possession obviously of note. First downs were pretty impressive by North Decatur.
Total yardage.
The penalties, total yards and penalties don't seem to add up. But
I missed that for North. What is the penalties?
So 5 penalties, 44 yards.
That's not enough.
But
that doesn't count for all the yards that we lost that they gained on those plays.
All right. I think the key to that, though, is the timing of the penalties, right?
Yeah.
So you got a drive going, back it up. Got another drive going, back it up. And it just kept hampering that drive. Like I said earlier, boy, they've got to get points on the board after this because we're chewing up so much clock.
Well, it would have been a backbreaker there for North Decatur if they weren't able to put that ball in the end zone there after getting down to the 2-yard line and then going back-to-back on penalties. And, just thankful there that North was able to put that in. So that was a positive for North Decatur. South Decatur, after a strong, really came out playing hard on fire there with the turnover to start the game, and 4 plays stuck that thing in the end zone and had all the momentum going as they stuffed the Chargers then on their next possession. And but boy, the offense after that first initial drive there where they got about 30 yards or so, looks like only about 8 yards after that. So really stumbling there after that initial touchdown, Matt.
Yeah, they looked really good coming out fresh. But just to give you a recap on drives, all right, so South Decatur had the ball 5 times. Their first one was about a 4-play drive, 24 yards with the touchdown punctuated by Johnson. That was the first score of the game, but really that was the last time South Decatur's offense really had anything going.
Yeah, exactly.
They were 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out with punts, and then they had their 4th possession since that touchdown is when time expired. So they never really got their offense reignited. Credit the Charger defense.
Yeah.
I really thought the Charger defense kind of answered the bell. They obviously were going to run Corbin Johnson off tackle, and he had space early in this football game, but that door closed pretty quick.
Yeah.
North Decatur, on the other hand, it's like you take the drive charts and you just invert them, because North Decatur's drives kept getting longer and longer and longer. Their first drive, obviously 1 play, fumble, turnover. Second play, 3 plays and a punt, second drive. Their next drive was 6 plays and touchdown. The Mucker High 29-yarder. The PAT by Odell puts us at 7-7. Then we had that one right in between the quarters where we picked up the ball and right before the second quarter started and put 8 plays on, a 62-yard touchdown, Morris on the 11-yard TD run. And then the last one that took an eternity, 9 minutes of game clock, 75 yards, another touchdown. So that's where we stand, 20-7. The only thing we're short there in the normal math is that one PAT where we had a bad snap, couldn't handle. But like I said, the momentum flipped there early in the football game, and it's going into the locker room with North Decatur. So we'll see if South Decatur can make adjustments. Like we said early in this game, man, they've got the athletes in the right spots. It's just, can they put everything together in time to make it a sustained drive against this Charger defense, which I think is gaining some confidence.
Yeah, I would agree. You know, I mean, if South Decatur comes out here and takes the opening kickoff and goes 70 yards and scores a touchdown, and this is, you know, I mean, it's still a ball game now, obviously, but you put 20-14 up there on the board, and then I think momentum swings back the other way a little bit too. But that remains to be seen as North Decatur, his defense there in the second half of the first quarter and the second quarter played a lot better, I think. And I mean, to their credit, too, you know, you give them a short field down there, 24 yards. You don't know how that's, you know, you still got to get your feelings about you're dialed in a little bit there. So it's not like they had to make a 70-yard drive, but South Decatur was really pounding the ball there to start the game off.
They were. So I don't know what you're going to see in the second half. Obviously, North Decatur is going to make some adjustments and want to just continue the squelching of this South Decatur offense. But I think offensively, North Decatur has got to make some changes to increase our efficiency here a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think the first thing you clean up, obviously, is the penalties. We've got to get rid of that. But all in all, it was a successful first half. Shoot, we lead by 13 points, 20-7 here.
Right.
As the Decatur County Marching Band, the collaborative effort here puts on a performance at halftime. Chris, this is a season that it doesn't seem like the schedule is as intense as the last 2 years. I don't know how much you've looked out forward. You know, it's 1 week at a time normally in football, but our schedule doesn't seem to be as intense as it has the last 3 years.
Yeah, you know, it'll be interesting to see a lot of the teams in our conference last year. You know, we had, one of our better teams, and Shenandoah had a really good team last year. Eastern Hancock is always solid. Monroe Central had a good team last year, and, they lost a lot too. And, looking at the just watching the Jamboree up there last week where all 4 teams competed up there, it looks like to me that all 4 teams are trying to maybe find their way a little bit, and it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. And I think how that's going to work, or what's going to go on there is the team that can make the best stride from week to week.
Yes.
Is going to be the team that is going to win this conference this year.
Yes.
And you got to get better each week, and the team that can do that the best and comes the farthest from Friday night to the next Friday night is going to be the team to beat. And it's going to be not looking past this one, obviously tonight, but you asked me to look at the schedule. So,
sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Next week, I think Eastern Hancock's going to be a really good matchup for us. They're a similar team to us in that they've got a lot of athletes. They got a lot of speed.
Yep.
And they're going to want to get the ball out. They're going to throw the ball.
Yep.
And they're going to play it out on the corners, and they're going to make you defend. So we go up there. That's going to be a good test. And then, you've got Shenandoah. You've got Monroe Central. Typically, those are teams that want to pound the ball. And Monroe Central's got a 225-pound quarterback this year that we've seen at the Jamboree that is kind of like Phelps. He's not going to go out there and do a do-si-do with you. He's going to come right at you.
Yep.
And Shenandoah's always got a good football program, too. And then, the other teams that we play, LaPel, they're solid every year. I mean, you know what you're going to get when you go up there and play LaPel. And, we go to Switzko this year, I think. And then I believe we've got Edinburgh, which we haven't played Edinburgh in a few years now. And then, forgive me, I'm trying to think who else.
Switzko.
Talked about them a little bit. North Davies. They've always got a good squad and always good athletes. So it's just going to be a little bit different this year. We're going to have to, I thought this team last year, we started off with the big win down at South, and we just steamrolled everybody kind of through the season, had a tough game up, with LaPel. But it's going to be different this year. I think you're going to see this team improve every week.
Week to week, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to need to do.
The only thing that I see as far as a future forecast for this team, so you saw this Chargers, same ball club, play Monroe Central and Shenandoah in the Jamboree, and that's live contact, and I thought the boys looked really good against those two formidable foes. I mean, those are two good programs. So you walk away from there, you feel pretty pleased. But the road bump that happens right at the beginning of our drive here is next week you go right up to Eastern Hancock, maybe one of the tougher teams on the schedule, and you're doing it week 2 on the road.
Yeah.
So that next week is going to be critical to see what kind of growth. I think there's some guys in the skills position, obviously your quarterback, and then you got a running back situation that you're putting some new guys into the fold here as we work through an injury. But the bullets are going to start flying, and you've got to adjust right now.
Yeah.
And week 2 becomes pretty important. Now, we're all talking outside of the second half of this one. We still got to finish this one off. But,
absolutely right. But, we talked about it before the game started, emotions, where we were going to be with our emotions and everything like that. And I think you've seen that out of a younger team and a less experienced team. You get a turnover deep in, your territory right off the bat.
Yeah.
And you take a team like South Decatur that came out, they were fired up, ready to go, good running back, and they punched that thing in the end zone, 3 minutes into the game, and then there you are. And I thought, the boys and the coaching staff have done a good job, responding to that, and that's what they've done here. But now at the same time, you can't let up now, because 20-7 is nowhere near a finished ball game, and the group over there in the maroon and gray is going to have a lot to say about that too. I'm sure their coach is in there telling them, hey, we come out here, run it down their throat for 24 yards and score, and then we go dormant. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Yep. I tell you what, I don't know what happened here, but he left 2-3 Mott sticks that look phenomenal. It's halftime. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go downstairs.
Hey, we haven't even said our halftime sponsor here, Stone's Farm Service. I mentioned him at the beginning. And
was it the Mott sticks that triggered you? Stone's got Mott sticks?
No, they don't. But I don't know what. I was just looking at my paperwork here.
They got Kubota
look at
filters.
this too. You got to wonder about your announcers here too. There's a lot of emotions coming out here. First night, and everything like that. And
I'm emotional.
We're a little all jammed up here too. So while I'm thinking of that, I am going to read off our sponsors here a little bit.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go get some Mott sticks.
Okay. Well, all you got to do is reach right over there.
You want ranch?
Don't eat that ranch. It looks like it had a couple bugs on it.
Are you going to eat those?
Platinum sponsors: Gillen and Howe Funeral Home, Acre Automotive Group, Buy Ride Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, and our trio sponsors, which I'm not sure what that is. We're going to have to get some clarification from Emily. But nonetheless, it's Walters Tires, Hamilton Tebby Law Office, the Cheer Block here, Russ Hubler Ford, Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, Fleetwood Chevrolet, and, oh, yeah, Fry's A&W Chicken.
Hey, wait a sec. Oh, the chicken. Hey, Russ Hebler Ford.
Yes.
Fantastic sponsor. Thank you for doing what you do. If you're going to sponsor the cheer block, I really feel like we need some pickup trucks down there off on the side of the field that we can be in the back of the beds.
Here is the cheer block, Russ Hebrew Ford. So let's get a couple trucks down there.
We got some F-150s.
Little Levenstein's Abbey Carpet. We can put a little Berber in the back of them. Little Berber in there.
Berber carpet.
Fleetwood Chevrolet. Oh, now we got it. Now we're gonna hook them tail to tail.
A little Silverado next to it.
That's right.
What are we gonna do?
Get a little pull off there, and then Fry's A&W. Bring out the chicken and the milkshakes.
Chicken buckets and trucks.
Oh, my. I tell you what, I can already feel my belt getting tighter, and I'm already on the last notch.
I hope they're listening. If you're out there listening, give me a phone call Monday morning. We'll get this all lined out.
So needless to say, we got a lot of good sponsors here again this year, and there's other sponsors on here too as well on the quarters that we'll read off to you and everything like that. And we appreciate everything they do. And congratulations, the band did an excellent job out here. Got a big ovation from the crowd.
That was a good performance.
Yeah. So
your voice cracked a little bit there. You're getting a little older now.
Got a little emotional.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break and actually pay some bills, like Matt always says, and let a few of these sponsors talk. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4-ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
All right, back here real quick at Ed Kalen Field. North Decatur at halftime, leaders 20-7 over the South Decatur Cougars, and what's been just a kind of an ugly game, honestly. Penalties have killed both teams and turnovers and everything like that. But it's first game of the year. Nonetheless, Chargers go in leading at halftime. We're 2 minutes left here in the Stones Farm Service halftime show. Stones Farm Service, been a long-time sponsor here of Charger Athletics and Decatur County Athletics, and we appreciate that. Tim and Kim and Paul and all those guys out there, we really appreciate you guys doing that.
Do they still have the tagline, Just Go Mow?
No, that's not what it was. It was strong, stable, still Stones.
Which is very close.
Trust me. Yeah, I mean, it was almost the same thing, Matt. We really appreciate that.
A lot of words. Just Go Mow.
Matt doesn't write any of these radio ads for these people, as you know. So,
hey, did you put a plug in for the podcast?
Oh, I have not. Matt and I, with the aid of the head cowboy around here, Mr. Coach Stern, do a little podcast on Tuesday mornings and post that on the 812 and on what's the other?
Coach Stern's Twitter. Or
Coach
you can just
Stern's
go
Twitter.
to Buzzsprout and find the Conversations from the Barn podcast. It's going to be done every week. It'll be posted on Tuesdays, mid-morning. So if you need stuff to listen to while you're working away, runs about a 20 to 25-minute conversation with Coach and a look inside of Charger football. And really the idea here is just to get a little more look inside the behind-the-scenes action of what's going on with Charger football and from week to week. So it's been really fun. I mean, it's been
and really let's just say what it is. It gives Coach Stern an opportunity to do quite a bit of talking, to catch up on things and everything like that.
He loves Charger football and he loves to talk about it.
That's right, and we like it too. So anyway, that's Conversations from the Barn. That's Matt Morris, myself, and Coach Stern. All right, so here we are, 25 seconds to go, and North Decatur is going to kick this thing off to the Cougars again. And South Decatur will get the ball first, and we'll see how this thing's going to start off in the second half. I'm sure both coaches in the locker room talked about being crisp, talked about limiting the penalties, the mistakes, everything like that, because we've seen a lot of that from both sides of the football, Matt.
Hey, for the record, I did not get any mozzarella sticks, so they look amazing. I think he got them out of the fryer down here, set up next to the bleachers, but he's savoring them.
Yeah,
he
I
said,
know.
I'm going to share them.
Yeah.
No,
he's taking those home tonight.
But my goodness, if you're out here, get a pile of tenderloin. And
they also got mini donuts out here. They got tenderloins out here. I tell you what, it's turned into a regular fare.
It's a real eatery out there.
Eatery.
Yep.
The only thing we need is a charcuterie board.
Charcuterie. You said it's charcuterie board.
Is it?
It is. It is.
At our house, it's called a cutting board.
The cutting board. Well, you guys are different over there.
Yeah. All right. Well, Mr. Odell has put the ball down. He's marking off his steps with the mint green shoes, as Matt says.
I like Andy's mints.
And we're going to get this thing started here. We're going to go into the third quarter with no sponsor, so we'll just call it the quarter of no sponsorship.
Quarter of opportunity.
Quarter of opportunity.
There is somebody out there that can put their name on that. Odie with a boot. And it's a liner all the way down to the 10. He has a hard time catching it. It was a high velocity. It's at the 20-yard line, now the 25, and he's going to be mowed down.
There's a penalty.
And there's another flag. Boy, he threw that flag a solid 12 yards in the air.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie to you, too. We forgot to mention that, but all the referees had their arms in the ice buckets at halftime.
They did. Elbows.
Elbows are really starting to – going to need some rotator cuff and elbow surgery.
Tommy John's.
Yeah.
Tommy John surgery on the left knee there, plant foot.
I don't know if their microphones aren't working tonight. I just feel like for guys that are all hooked up on microphones, they're not crisp.
I feel like they need those patches that they had on
patches. We don't need no stinking patches.
Captain Picard had it on Star Trek.
Oh, there it is. It's a hold on South Decatur.
Push the little button on his shirt, and he could talk to people. You know what I'm talking about now? Upside down V.
I didn't watch a lot of Star Trek.
You weren't a Trekkie?
I think that was just their symbol that was sewn on there.
But no, that was a communicator.
I don't think it was.
You did not watch Star Trek or the Hoot.
Not a lot.
What just happened? There was the flag on.
Holding on the Cougars. That's going to back them up. It was on the return. So waiting on the crew over there to get it set.
You know what we need to do? I just saw Cooper Palmer come over to the sideline and make some sort of gesture. And we need some film that we can use for bad lip reading for Charger football because
I'm a terrible lip reader.
His body language was goofy. I don't know what he was saying.
All right, here we go. South Decatur going to open up with a pass.
McMurray heaves it from his back foot, and that is no good.
No, but boy, that was close. And now South Decatur showing a little bit of, hey, we can throw the ball.
Boy, McMurray was not comfortable, however. He was heaving that from his back foot. He was all sorts of rush.
And I'll tell you, though, they had him across the middle there. If he had a little more time and could have put a little bit of more.
Second play of this drive. Where do we start this rascal?
Started at the 19. After the penalty, the Cougars start on the 19-yard line. Still second down now, 2nd and 10. Change the box over there. There we go. We're good to go.
Charcuterie. You used it in a sentence.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm simple mind.
It's a big piece of wood with a lot of meat and cheese on it.
Cutting board. Give is to Johnson. He is walled up at the line, bounces out of it, and just makes an athletic move. And now he's still on his feet after another shot. Jack Caney put a lick on him over here. He still wouldn't go down.
Yeah, they could have called a hold over here too, I think, but they didn't.
That's surprising. Maybe they're Their hankies are getting dirty.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's interesting now because in the first half on that play, South Decatur did not run their receivers off the line of scrimmage, and that left our corners down there to really sew that up. And now South Decatur's got them, opened up with a pass play, and now ran them receivers off. Corners got to go back with them, and that opened it up there for a 9-yard gain.
That's fair. 3rd and 2. First drive of the second half. Cougars started here with the ball. He got 2 seconds on the play clock. McMurray's got to hurry. Back to pass, looking left, and heaves it from his hip and up in the air, jump ball, incomplete. Good coverage over there by Owen Eldridge.
Yeah, good job there by Owen. He did get the inside, or the receiver got inside position, but Owen, pretty tall, lanky kid that can jump pretty good, got up there and knocked that ball away. Good defense there. 4th down here, and you got to wonder what South's going to do.
Well, McMurray
I thought for sure they'd just give it to Johnson there and let him pound out a yard.
I know, for 2 yards. Now they got a punt.
Well, it wasn't even 2 yards. It was close, but, it was long one, short 2.
Interesting call there. Now Ariola's going to boot this thing. Oh, he's jittery. And thought he was going to fake it. Rugby-style punt is what it was. He dribbles it down to the 40. 35.
We didn't even have anybody back there to return that, did we?
We didn't believe him. 32-yard line.
Oh, now we got another penalty.
They're going to get a first down.
Oh, no. Yeah, backside of the field. Backside of the field. There's a flag. Possibly personal foul.
I think it is personal foul. Uh-oh. Coach Stearns met the individual that must have caused that penalty.
Yeah, personal foul against the defense. That's going to give the Cougars a fresh set of downs. Bailed them out. And now we're going to have to go back to work on defense.
Well, that's going to give South Decatur the much-needed break that they needed and an opportunity here to, with a first down, Charger defense does its job there. Then we get the unsportsmanlike penalty. And that's going to put the ball right back in South's hands. Personal foul. They're still walking it off. That's going to put the football.
Just a personal foul.
Whoa there, buddy. There you go.
15-yarder.
It's going to put the ball at the 42-yard line.
Penalties. Story of the night. And we bail them out again. Ball's on the 42.
All right, here we go now. South Decatur with a little bit of pep in their step here. Get the first down off the penalty by the Chargers.
Defense got to respond here.
Here it comes.
Oh,
there we go. Good job.
Rough snap. Eldridge was there.
North Decatur crashing down, too. It looked like Eldridge and Caney were both coming from their corner positions, or at least we're going to crash that.
Boy.
That's tough on South there. They've had a couple of shaky snaps there tonight, as have the Chargers, too. So you can tell it's the first game of the year, that's for sure.
Both teams working out some bugs here.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I didn't see any film or anything of South's jamboree, but I thought North Decatur actually looked a little more crisp up there than what they've looked here tonight.
Absolutely. But you got a young set of skills position, or young set of players in the skills positions, and this is the first Friday night four-quarter action.
There it goes.
Pitch over left-hand side.
Good job there, big 57 and 75. Who's those two boys? That's
Caden Scudder and Cohen Thackeray.
Cohen Thackeray. Good job over there on the end position. Caden Scudder, the big man, coming down the field and helping Cohen wrap that thing up.
Scudder's a load. Scudder is 6'1", 280.
Yeah.
That's something that we haven't had in that interior line in the last couple years.
He's got pretty good feet on him, too, Matt.
Good feet.
He don't stand still.
Good feet. He motors there. What size shoe do you think that man wears? I bet he's a solid 13.
It's probably a ski.
Oh, boy. I could probably ski at him. Big dude. Now we got a third down, third and long here. Incredible pivotal point for this defense. Quick snap, and whoopsie, we got a whistle. Timeout.
That's a timeout.
All right.
Well, I don't get that. If they were trying to go fast, why they must not have had the right formation. Nonetheless, 9 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the available third quarter sponsorship. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
All right, right back here at the Corral, Ed Kalin Field, home of the North Decatur Chargers. 20-7, 9 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. North Decatur leads South Decatur, and has what been an interesting football game, to say the least. A couple cheerleaders down out there, but I think we're okay.
Oh, I got people hitting the track.
Yeah, we do. Let's get the pads out.
Tough kid, though. She walks out of there. Jogs
She
back
is.
to the huddle. What we got here? 3rd and 14.
All right, South Decatur in a tight formation.
Prediction, they will get near the first down and a penalty will call it back.
That's the way it's gone tonight.
Little dipsy-do give.
Good
nothing.
job there, Jack
Rolled up by the
Caney.
D-line. Caney, Wiseman, and
Cohen Thackeray in there. Just a great job there by those guys.
there was nothing going there. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now they should punt. 4th and 13 from their own 39-yard line. Well, it seems like an eternity since that offense has been on the field.
Yeah, it has.
Before halftime.
It's only 8 minutes and 30 seconds, though.
Rugby to the right-hand side, off the side of his foot. That's not good. Takes a
good bounce, though, for the Cougars.
Down to the 28-yard line. South Decatur's longest drive of the game, mind you, 7 plays. However, ends in a punt. Only 1 first down there.
That was longer than their touchdown drive, huh?
It was.
It was.
Yeah, they
that math.
4 plays.
Matt, don't miss the math, boys.
Well, statistician in the truck.
He writes it down.
Puts this stuff on the screen.
All right, so the Chargers are going to have the ball 8 minutes and 18 seconds with the lead, 20-7. First time North Decatur's had the ball here in the third quarter.
28-yard line to start this drive.
Morse
under center, fumbles the exchange, gets it off somehow to Phelps, and Phelps is going to pick up 7, but that ball rested on the turf for a minute.
That's a pretty nice play there by that young man to collect himself, grab that ball, and get it to Phelps. And Phelps with a nice run. You know that the timing there was obviously off, and still a pickup of 8 yards. So good job there. Good job by the line to
just keep
get a good block there because, a lot of that blocking and running is timing, and that was obviously not timed out well.
Palmer and Muckerhide up on the top end of the formation. The give is to Phelps underneath, and he's got daylight into the secondary again, and another first down. He's going to pick up 5, about 7, 8 on that one again, and a Charger first down.
Well, I tell you, I like the way Phelps runs, folks. It isn't flashy or anything like that. You know, he's not giving the old weasel in a hot trash can out there or anything like that. But I tell you, he gets the job extremely well done.
You know, and for 170 pounds, he finishes every run he has the football on.
Yeah.
And it's a pounding finish. He's really low to the ground. He's got big thighs. The weight room has helped him out a bunch.
That's a senior out there.
Pitch
Palmer.
to Muckerhide. A little crossbuck action in the backfield there. I saw it. Muckerhide over there, the weasel in the hot trash can, making the first 3 miss, but only picks up 3.
Now that was that was the direct opposite of what Phelps did. Is he made one of the defensive linemen down here totally miss, and just looked like he was grabbing a ghost, and then got caught out there on the sideline. But still a 3-yard pickup here. Chargers in positive yardage pickup. That's what you want. Clock's running, 6:43 to go. Third quarter, 20-7 North Decatur. Ball is on the 47-yard line. Second and about 7.
A lot slower pace with this offensive drive here as they're taking a lot of the play clock. They come to the line with 8 seconds, now down to 6. Morris puts the guy in motion. That's Muckerhide. Passes him in motion. He's got to get snap off. He does. Back to Phelps. Phelps is met at the line, and he gained a half a yard.
So that's going to put a little test here for the Charger offense to start off here in the second half in the third quarter is now the Chargers will be in 3rd and long, and it's been a while since the Chargers have been 3rd and long, other than for penalties. But 3rd and 6 here, ball 48-yard line, so right near midfield.
All right, obviously probably a passing situation. We'll see what they come out here with. Morris is going to be under center here. It's tight. So you got a jumbo package out here, 2 tight ends. We got a wing back to the right-hand side. And the give, whistles and flags, and no my. We're going to get to do it over.
Boy, I tell you.
False start.
Oh. Just
killing ourselves with penalties.
We're going to have over 100 yards in penalties.
Now 3rd and 11.
Was that an interior? I assume that was an interior lineman in there. I didn't see. They don't give numbers, which is fine. It's just high school football. There's no reason to pinpoint some kid out there, but looked like that was thrown. A little bit of jumping down on the inside. South Decatur looks like they're going to blitz.
Fake to Phelps. Morris is running over the right-hand side on a boot. He pulls it down, misses the first man, makes the first man miss, but he gets mowed down just past the line of scrimmage. Is only going to gain a yard here. It's going to bring up 4th and 9. And
looks like North Decatur's running the punt team on.
Yep, they're going to kick this one, get it on the other side of midfield.
Well, trust your defense. If your offense isn't clicking, trust your defense.
High snap over Morse's head. He's back to get it. He just covers it up. Just eats it. Man, goodness gracious. That's costly because that puts that ball started on the 46, and South Decatur's going to get that ball down at the 16-yard line.
Well, if you're a Cougars fan, here's your opportunity, folks. This is just about where they had it the first time. Actually, it's a little bit shorter, and had an opportunity to punch it in here, and I'd be very surprised if you didn't see Johnson at least 2 to 3 times down here.
Yeah, so you just give them a chunk of 30 yards there, put them down into scoring position
right, now
inside
here they're
the 20.
splitting those guys out again, Matt.
McMurray back in the gun. He's going to give to Corbin Johnson. Trap over to the other side. It's met by the defensive lineman, but missed the tackle. He's still free into the secondary, busting tackles into the end zone. My goodness,
we missed. We missed right over top of him.
4 tackles on that play we missed. Corbin Johnson scores from 16 yards out for South Decatur's second score.
And just like that, South Decatur right back in the game, 20-13, with an opportunity to get this down to less than a touchdown, less than a touchdown and extra point. 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go, third quarter. Mr. Shook, I believe, going to try to add on the extra point here. Had no problems the first time. No problems the second time.
I think it's good. Yep. So 20-14 after the PAT by Shook. And now the Charger offense has got to get things going.
Yeah, they do, and they can't afford to have a penalty here. We're going to take a quick break. 4 minutes and 35 seconds. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg.
All right, back here at North Decatur High School, Ed Kalin Field. And South Decatur was able to punch one in on the first play, and that's 2 turnovers that have yielded all of South Decatur's points. The last one was a snap over our punter's head that wasn't even close. And Morris had to just cover it up down at the 16-yard line. And, boy, you could tell Johnson was end zone hunting on that one, couldn't you?
Yeah. He's breaking tackles left and right, and he just has that gear. And with his athleticism, he just run and play people over. And, North Decatur has a defense that swarms to the football. There's 4 tackles that Corbin Johnson broke on that play, and it was just pure athleticism.
Yeah, credit him. That was a heck of a run. And but on the same side here, North Decatur, you got to tackle better now.
Yeah, there you go. 4 minutes, 35 seconds. The lead is 6. North Decatur about ready to get the ball back, but got to put some points on the board to provide some cushion. Because right now, you go into the locker room at halftime with all the momentum, come back out, and you hand it right back to South Decatur. Hopefully, our momentum shifts like it did in the first half. And then we got to go back to the locker room next week and figure out how to start a half.
Yeah, because it hasn't been good.
Both of them.
Well, I tell you, he kicks the ball good, but he's got a different approach coming up to it.
Yeah, Muckerhide's got this one with the seam. He's across the 30. Now he's got space over to the right-hand side. He's at the 40. He's going to cross midfield, one man to beat. Can't do it, but he's across midfield at the 38-yard line, and that turns into a big, big return for Muckerhide.
Well blocked in there, too. As Muckerhide got into the center, that's what you like to do. And, man, I'll tell you what, he was able to make that out. And credit to their kicker over there. I honestly thought Muckerhide had it, but the old kicker gave a good angle over there and was able to snag him down and tackled him just inside the 40-yard line. But still, excellent return by Muckerhide and the kickoff return team. Now North Decatur in business here.
62 yards on that return by Muckerhide, and now Morris under center with a little bit of momentum gives it to Phelps, and Phelps is driving the pile up to the...
there's another flag.
Oh, boy. That one came from the white hat in the offensive backfield, so that's in the direction of a hold.
I mean, I guess, but...
Well, he's pointing. Oh, no. Yeah, he was pointing towards the defense, but...
There's holding every time, isn't there?
Every play there's a hold. It increases 200% in youth football. It's 100% in junior high football. Varsity level is still about 40% of the plays have a hold. Got a hold against the offense. Coming back. Penalty, penalty, penalty.
Yes. All right, well, so that's 10 yards again, I guess, from the spot, right? So does that doesn't change at all, huh?
Not if the hold's behind the line of scrimmage. It goes back up to the original line of scrimmage and marks it from there.
Gotcha. All right, so North Decatur breaks the huddle again here. And I'd like to know how many penalties that is.
It's a couple. Quick motion, give to Phelps. Phelps is running hard. Ran well all night, that young man.
So that's second down. Gets most of the penalty yardage back. He gets about 7 of it back, I guess. Long 6, short 7. So now North Decatur going to be second down. And it's going to be about 14, I think. So anyway, the Chargers now break the huddle, second down.
Morris under center. Back to Phelps, fakes, rolls over to the right-hand side, got time, and slings one on the drag route.
There we go.
Cooper Palmer, complete, first down, Chargers.
I like that motion when they get Morris out of the backfield on that action outside. And
I think we got
it's
another.
a good job. Oh, we got a Cougar down over there. Oh, wait, maybe not.
I feel like he's cramping up.
Yeah, I think so.
Man, they've had a lot of kids cramp up.
Yeah, and it's not really hot out tonight, too. So, well, I tell you what, we're going to take a quick break while they work on this young man out there. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very...
All right, back here at Kalen Field, Chargers ready to snap the ball.
Morris in the gun, slings it out to Muckerhide, little bubble screen. Cooper Palmer throws the block. Muckerhide frees him up to the 10, the 5.
There we go.
Touchdown at the pylon.
There we go, and that's another charger in the barn. And just like that, North Decatur answers the South Decatur touchdown.
Like Cooper Palmer threw a whale of a block over here at the 10-yard line and gave Muckerhide a nice little lane to dash to the pylon. Just a bubble screen, but you put your playmaker in space, and he does just that.
Yep, excellent job there. Good block by Cooper. And Muckerhide, way to take it to the house there. That's what North needed.
Yeah.
And, they gave the ball to them way down there in their territory again. And Odell with the kick is good. The snap was good on that one. The hold was good by Palmer. And just like that, North Decatur jumps back out to a 26-14 lead. And we'll take a quick break with that. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
All right, Matt, back here at Ed Kalin Field, the North Decatur cheerleaders just got done doing 26 push-ups. And that reflects our score on the board, 26-14. 3 minutes and 1 second to go. We're still here in the third quarter. And has been one of those games for sure.
Well, it hadn't been pretty, but it's kind of like making hot dogs. Bottom line, at the end of the day, you still got a hot dog. So a little ketchup and mustard.
I like hot dogs.
I do. They're solid.
Yeah.
But the emulsification process is just hideous. Don't watch it.
Nothing but high-quality ingredients in there.
You don't it's not something you show on TV at home when the kids are around.
Here we go. Mr. Odell ready to send it to the west end of the football field.
Odell, mint shoe leather into the ball. Does the up and down spiral
I think that
kick.
kid touched it.
Missed the initial tackle, but brought down there number 89. That's Hunter Meister. He's been in on a couple tackles.
Had a couple tackles there on defense here tonight. All right, so now South Decatur will get the ball again. This time, not 15 yards away from the end zone. They're going to have to drive it a little farther this time. They're going to get the ball just on the nose of the 30-yard line. And the North Decatur defense stands in. I feel like I got some popcorn in my teeth, but I haven't ate any popcorn.
That's odd.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Perhaps you were sleepwalking. Went down, made some popcorn.
All right, now the North Decatur defense moving around here. There's the run right up the middle, and boy,
there's a wall. He bounces it outside, though, still making plays. He's got one man to beat, and he's getting blocked. Owen Eldridge gets hung up on a block. Jack Caney from the other side of the field makes the touchdown-saving tackle. And what hustle out of number 28 right there, because he come from all the way over here.
Yeah, he had to make a long run over there, and he got there. And, boy, I tell you, there was a couple bad angles coming up there on trying to make plays up there.
He's got another cramper down here.
Yep. Is that the same kid? I don't think it is.
I don't think so. I think equal.
Well, he'd had to be out for a play.
Equal opportunity crampers. Everybody goes around and.
Well, just like that though, South Decatur flips the field. So now all of a sudden the offenses are flaring and the defenses can't do anything. Matt.
That ball started on the 30. That is a 39-yard run by Corbin. Kid's got some wheels and he can break tackles. And coming into this game, he's an athlete.
That's a 49-yard run.
Well, I'm not a math major.
Not quite, 48.
Yeah, you're right. 49. Write the wrong number down.
I tell you. Buying books, sending them to school. This is what you get.
Yeah, he's hobbling number 30 there is the
I think he's
Cougar. I don't know who that is.
We don't have a 30. No, that's North Decatur.
Colby Rathburn.
Yeah.
He's
the one that limped off in the first half, too. So
this is second offense.
Yeah, he's got some
Hydration, electrolyte issues.
Yep. Needs a banana and a Gatorade.
I'd say that would do the job. Maybe 2 bananas.
All right, so now we'll see if the North Decatur defense can stiffen. South Decatur with some momentum here, looking to get back in within a single score.
Remember, the keys to the game is don't let the opponent who traveled there stay in the game as it gets late, because they continue to gain confidence that they might be able to pull off an upset on the road.
Yep, absolutely.
And here we are. They're just 2 scores away here, and the ball's resting on the North Decatur 22. North Decatur defense historically gets a little stiff down here, and yards get hard to come by. We'll see what this year's crop
Need that
brings.
group up front.
McMurray's going to get one hit in the face and stands in there and throws the strike to the chest of the intended receiver. Falls
That should have been one caught there, as Caney was on the coverage there and was right there to hit him as soon as the ball got there, but that should have been a completed pass. That went right through the hands of 24 there, Alex Myers. And Jack looks like he's still panting a little bit out there from that.
Well, he did just sprint 65 yards to save a touchdown and took a little wind out of his chest.
All right, so now it's 2nd and 10. South Decatur.
He's out there huffing like you on the golf course going up hole number 6.
And I'm riding on a cart.
I know it. There's a flag in the backfield, and here comes Caney with a tackle for loss. He falls off of it, slips out of his hands, and his buddies come to clean it up, but he stood it up in the backfield.
I believe they might call a hold on South now this time. This guy really, I tell you, he likes to get that flag out there.
Do you think they're on commission based off the number of penalties
I'd like to know that. Can we put a call into your father-in-law?
Do they? IHSA is getting paid bonuses for the flags that
I think if you throw over 30 flags, though, you get a bonus.
Yeah, it's 10% if you throw over 30 flags. So now they're going to get another $8.50 on this game. So
illegal shift, right?
That's shifty. And that's going to bring up.
Well, that'll put it back to 2nd down, right? Because we accepted the penalty.
Box still says 3.
Well, that doesn't mean that's not right, though.
That's fair.
It's the first game of the season for those guys, too.
The officials on the field say it's 3rd and 20.
All right, here we go. 31. Owen Wiseman finished up.
Wow, big hit came in from Xander. Is that Xander?
No, that was Owen Wiseman.
And
Connor Larison.
Connor Larison's the one that finished up top. That looks aggressive. We'll take it.
Well,
Owen blew it up, and Connor finished it off.
That's what you're supposed to do. You get some defensive line pressure like that. Owen been playing solid in there all night tonight, and heck of a job there by Connor Larison to finish that up.
4th and a couple semi-trailers here. I don't know
we still got our equipment in a semi-trailer?
No, we moved into a
Well,
building.
I know, but we got a lot of stuff.
We're going to see McMurray sling it here. He backpedals unorthodoxly. Now he's going to pull it down, try to run. He's got pressure in his face. That's Xander Jones and Cohen
Good job
Thackeray.
there.
And a flag at the end, and I'm assuming it's a face mask. Because it's right over there by the tackle at the feet of the head linesman that marked the ball.
So, legal shift, decline it, our ball. There we go. So that's 2 times. Well, 2 out of the last 3, they did the same play. So, all right, good job there.
Turnover on downs. Charger
And
football.
Credit that there to big pat on the back to Jack Caney to hustle over there and save that and give the opportunity of not giving up that touchdown there, and the defense stiffening there.
He showed some wheels on that play. Is that genetic?
Like his old man.
Yeah. Yeah. I can only imagine in your day you were sprinting 65 yards across the field.
All right, so here's the Chargers now on offense.
Morris.
Be nice to get another touchdown under our belt here.
Going to Phelps off tackle.
There we go. Nice cut.
Outside zone. Ian Amrine stands him up, slings him back. Ian likes the WWE suplex style tackle.
He's had a pretty nice game tonight down there inside.
But he sure likes to stand him up and body slam him.
Yeah.
He's a strong kid.
Yep. He's had a good game in there tonight. He's played solid in there, the defensive line.
Might have tweaked something there. I don't know. He looks
like he's holding his arm a little bit there. Stinger. Got a stinger.
40 seconds left in the third quarter.
Chargers got to run a play, though.
Yeah, they got 15 seconds left on the play clock. Got to go get them in the line. It's 2nd and 8, ball on the 42.
All right, let's go, boys. We don't need
No penalties.
Morris under center.
In motion is Muck. The give is to Phelps. Phelps is finding some resistance. Second effort's going to get him across the line of scrimmage and maybe 2 yards, and that's probably going to take us to the 4th quarter.
All right, so that's the end of the 3rd quarter here at North Decatur, I believe. I don't think the Chargers are going to run another play, but you never know.
You said at North Decatur, you believe. We are at North Decatur.
Well, I believe we're not going to run another play, and no, we're not. All right, so we're going to go to break. Got a smart aleck over here next to me.
We'll be right
to the
back.
end of the 3rd quarter. Chargers lead 27-14.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
All right, back here live at North Decatur, home of the Chargers.
I had to talk
in the corral, the old Ed Kalen Field.
I had to talk with Chris during that break to let him know he was at North Decatur, and I think we've got him dialed in. Now you watch when he leaves this game, he'll be wandering around like our president trying to get off the stage.
Yeah, there you go. Step drag, slobber drool.
Jeez. Hey, we
27-14, 12 minutes to go. In the 4th quarter, we're starting it out, and this is the Fry's A&W 4th quarter. No, I'm sorry, Napoleon State Bank. Oh, and South Decatur starts off with a penalty. Number 26, that young man just jumped right off to the side. It's the Napoleon State Bank 4th quarter. Last year it was the Fry's A&W 4th quarter. I got to read a little bit better here.
Where's Fry's at?
They're down there. They're a cheer block.
Oh, yeah, we're having chicken.
They're going to come out and throw chicken legs here one night.
We got the Silverados and the F-150s pulled up.
Yep.
With
Don't
the carpet.
forget about the carpet in the back.
Carpet in the back, chicken in a bucket.
I can get Sean Lecker maybe put some tile down in there, something like that.
It's going to be hard to call a game when you got that kind of party down there in the cheer block. Morris under center. Xander Jones in motion. Gets set. Give to Muckerhide. You can tell when he's running the ball. I about called him Phelps, but that was shifty.
Yep.
Going to bring up 3rd and deuce.
Fourth.
4th and deuce.
That's a nice play there by number 26 out there. No, excuse me, number 80. Isaac Gasper. Nice play there by that young man. Caden's not an easy guy to tackle, and he did a good job there. All right, 4th and 2.
4th and 2, and it looks as if we're going to go for it here.
I believe you're correct.
Come on, boys. Let's get a first down.
Well, we do have a 2-score lead.
That's fair. 11 minutes and 23 seconds to go in this one.
All right, let's dig in.
Power out of the right. Cooper Palmer. Give to Phelps on the other side. Phelps is pushing Lyman.
Oh,
Boy,
he got it.
Where's he going to mark
it.
him? He's right on the paint.
That's a first down.
This guy's on the paint. That guy's got green in between his shoe and the paint. So
this guy's going to mark it. He's there first.
Yep, it's on his side of the field. That head linesman should defer.
Oh, now come on. He moved the ball back.
He
moved it back.
That may be a bad spot.
The official ran in and is on the 50-yard line, and we marked it short of the 50-yard line.
The line to gain is just behind the paint, and they're going to bring the chains on. All right, now it's time to evaluate the chain gang. Who we got down there?
Well, I think we got a mixture of what we had here for several years. I do know a few people are gone.
We don't have Richie. That's a Larison.
Yeah, that's Trenton side. And Connor's dad.
Yeah, they did a fine job getting it out here quickly.
There you go,
first
by
down.
half the football.
Good boy. Good job by the rookie chain gang. I thought they made it to the field rather swiftly.
I see the Larison dad is equipped with a pair of pliers, so they probably cut a couple links out of there.
Yeah, that was good. That was smart. Wearing them there in his leather pouch.
Yeah. No, I tell you, I did think Caleb got there and
Yeah,
And I thought the spot was just a little short. I thought they'd give him the 50-yard line, but nonetheless, they didn't need to get that, and so it's first down Chargers.
They accidentally got it right. And Morris is under center with fresh set downs. Fakes. He's got a man over on the sideline. Little underthrow. Cooper Palmer. Cooper breaks the tackle. He's at the 10, at the 5. He takes it to the house.
That's a touchdown. That's another Charger in the barn. And I'll tell you there, either Cooper or Caden could have caught that.
I know we had two receivers really close to each other.
I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. You normally don't want to drag that many. Somebody's really getting yelled at down there, but it's equal opportunity yelling here on this team. Now the Chargers.
Palmer, 50-yard TD reception off the arm of Morris, and that takes the score 33-14. Now Cooper Palmer, same Palmer, is going to hold. I don't have two Palmers.
The only Palmer on there this year.
Yeah, this one's Cooper Palmer. Hold is good, and kick
is good.
Aggressive. And Odell puts it through.
34-14. North Decatur puts a little bit more separation in there. And I'll tell you, you wonder now if fatigue is setting in to maybe some of these kids out there, because I was a couple missed tackles. Credit Cooper for running right through them and catching the ball, but a little sloppy on the tackling there from South Decatur. And I noticed on that Johnson run before, a little sloppy on the tackling by North Decatur. So anyway, here we are. We're in the Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter. That makes it 34-14. And we're waiting on the kickoff here as both teams huddle over along the sideline now.
Well, you start to exhale a little bit.
I got a text here from Ben Davis. Wants a little shout out down there at the Patoka Lake. He said he likes hot dogs too.
Does he really?
Yeah.
He probably makes them himself. He's got an emulsifier in the basement.
It's
Davis
hard
dogs.
to say what's in Davis's basement.
Davis dogs, yeah. Who knows what he's into down there.
Yeah.
Now we got mint cleats in number 80. And are we getting a vertical spiral, or are we going to get the end-over-end boom?
I'm not sure.
He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
He's had some really good kicks tonight.
Yeah, this one's coming with authority.
Ooh, that was a good kick.
Yeah.
Boy, he drove that
knuckleball. He pitched a knuckleball to the 10-yard line.
Oh, boy, this kid's got some speed.
Good
Good job there. Hunter Meister
Hunter Meister again on the kickoff. That's got to be his third tackle on kickoff return. The kid is just dialed in tonight.
Yeah, good job there, too, because I don't know if he misses that one. There was only one or two more to catch him.
Well, he took a heck of a leap, but Meister went in low, and he real heady reached up and knocked his legs out from under
just
him.
kind of grabbed him by the leg there and took his legs out.
Which is this him down on the turf?
I don't know.
Another Cougar down.
Well, let's take a quick break while they check on them.
We got bills to pay.
Yeah, you're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, back here live at North Decatur High School, where the North Decatur Chargers lead the South Decatur Cougars 34-14. Still doing a little work to one of the Cougars down on the field. But while we're going to take this time to read off our sponsors here tonight, Matt. First quarter sponsor was H&R Block. Second quarter was the Decatur County Memorial Hospital. Nobody out there on the third quarter, so all you business owners out there or somebody that just wants to have a 30-second talk, they can buy that third quarter ad. Fourth quarter, Napoleon State Bank. Halftime, as always, is the Stones Farm Service. Our platinum sponsors here tonight are Gilligan Howe Funeral Home, Acre Automotive Group, Buy Right Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Trio sponsors, Walters Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office, cheer block here, Russ Hubler Ford, Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, Fleetwood Chevrolet, and Fry's A&W. Thank you to all of our sponsors. And they've got the young man up, number 15. That's Landon Malone.
Oh, sorry.
And he's walking off gingerly, but he is walking off under his own power with the aid of the athletic trainer and one of South Decatur coaches. But it looks like it might be some sort of a left leg. Don't know if it's an ankle or a knee, or looks like somewhere down in that lower leg injury. Not going to speculate, but I believe he was the returner there. Excuse me.
I'm looking forward to the September 1st home game against Monroe Central High School here at Ed Kalin Field, because that's probably when we can expect the Chevy Silverados and the F-150s with the carpeted beds and chicken buckets.
I think we're just throw chicken legs.
Oh, that's a good idea.
At the fourth quarter.
If they could, the T-shirt cannon. If they put a little chicken
We need
leg
a chicken cannon.
We do need a chicken cannon.
I should have thought of that when I was at Purdue.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, here we go. So now the Charger defense has given up a big play and a touchdown here in the second half, albeit on a short field. But needs to stiffen here a little bit again.
South Decatur's going to start this drive on their own 36. Decent field position.
Yeah, decent field position. It was a good return. About a 26-yard return there as the kickoff went down to about the 10-yard line is where that young man fielded that and had a nice return there. All right, so South Decatur looks to the sideline, waiting for the play here. And here comes the quarterback in with the play. Play clock at 23, so plenty of time.
All right. Finally back to live action. Hope that young man's all right. He did look like a lower leg, but they got him off the field, and McMurray's now got him at the line. The give is to the fullback, and he is going to be swallowed up by Thackeray, Caney,
Jones.
Xander's in there. Everybody.
Good job there by the Chargers.
I forgot the kid's name. That's Bishop Tyler, the fullback.
Tyler Bishop. Not Bishop Tyler.
Bishop, Tyler.
There we got
on
Mr.
trots.
Friend coming in. Going to give Owen Wiseman a little bit of a break there. Well deserved. All right, so the Chargers throw him down for about a 3-yard loss there. It's going to set South Decatur up in about second and 13 from their own 33-yard line.
McMurray give to the
Johnson. Oh, he's got good cuts in there.
Johnson's
not going anywhere this time, though.
Gets mowed down. The pursuit has gotten progressively better, kind of like what we saw during the Jamboree against Monroe Central and Shenandoah. You had 11 red jerseys flowing to the football, and now as the game progresses here, this defense starts to continue to gain momentum.
Yeah, and I'll tell you there, good job there by our two new Chargers this year, Xander Friend and Scudder boy, Caden. And so made a nice play out there. Him and looked like Cohen Thacker and Jack Caney just really set their feet and set down and
really changes.
Didn't let Johnsons get around him. So now it's 3rd and long here.
Changes the look of that interior line because Friend's at 260 and Scudder's at 275, if I remember right.
All right, well, South Decatur didn't like the look that they had. They call a timeout here, so we're going to take a timeout and listen to some ads. So you're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Enjoy.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
All right, back here live, Matt Morris, along with me, Chris Caney. No sideline reporter tonight.
Oh, but it's coming. We've got one down.
I've had a lot of requests for that, and I've had to turn down a lot of people.
I tell you what, I can get a report from that South Decatur sideline right now, but I'm not going to bother him. Not this game.
There's a pass.
Oh, coming back, Muckerhide. Nope.
Oh, good job there by Ty Littmers. It slips right through his hands.
I thought Muckerhide was going to be the one to undercut that route, but Ty was sitting right in front of the receiver, and the ball was underthrown.
Yep. I'd like to see him knock that down, but nonetheless, he makes a play on that. And that's going to set it up into 4th down and about 13 for South Decatur. And you got to wonder at what point when they're just going to go for it. 9 minutes and 4 seconds to go, 4th quarter, Napoleon State Bank 4th quarter. And it looks like they're lining up the punt, but I wouldn't backtrack too far, boys.
Corbin Johnson just trotted in there, but with the down and distance, we're going to rugby style it, kick it over to the right-hand side.
That's a good kick.
That's a real nice kick. It's inside the 20. Still taking South Decatur. Rolls down to the 18-yard line.
It was a nice kick by that young man.
32 plus about 10, so 42, 52-yarder. What? 32, carry the 1, subtract the 9.
I'm sure all of our listeners out there like to hear you do your math out loud.
Oh, yeah. It's a
32
struggle.
plus 10 is 42. I had 3 more, and I'm going to subtract 5.
The struggle's real.
And the thing about it is they're not here. They can't tell if you're lying or not.
I bet they're watching the camera. Thinking,
well, they might be. I don't know. It's hard to see on that, though.
Where are we starting at? Let's call it the 18.
We are starting at the 18-yard line. North Decatur, 1st and 10 from their own 18. Leading this thing 34-14, 8 minutes and 52 seconds. We are in the Napoleon State Bank 4th quarter, so we have made it to the end of the last quarter here.
Are they putting a deal out if you borrow money before the end of the 4th quarter, you save a half a point on your interest?
I don't know. We got any half the pot going? Cooper Palmer on that over there. Nice little underneath handoff over there.
A little inside trap. Fools everybody. It hits so quick, and Cooper's right there in that power eye. And really blocked nicely up front, too.
Yeah, we'll take that gain.
That's a
every time. 4 yards. 3 of them make 12. You only need 10.
You know what they say, 4 yards in a cloud of dust.
That's right.
Wait.
That's what they say.
3 yards in a cloud of dust, all it takes to get 1st down.
No, 3 times 3 is 9.
But you
could go for it on 4th down, but not at the 18-yard line.
I think see, here we go sounding this math thing out again.
I know. All right, so the Chargers, Morris under center.
Puts Muck in motion. Oh, come on. Every time we've ran that.
False start.
Anytime we put Muckerhide in a flat jet motion, we've gotten a little movement.
I don't know who moved down there, but put another penalty down. I want to total them up. Be interesting in conversations from the barn on Tuesday morning.
Oh, boy. We might have to
get the dump buck going.
Get that loud beep. Make sure we're quick on the trigger. You ask him. I don't want to ask him. I'm not asking that question.
I usually sit farther away, so
I'm putting
I'll
that
ask
on
him.
your side of the script. Coach, what do you think about the penalties?
I think I'm going to do it I'm going to do a call-in show.
Okay. We line up in trips to the right, and we give underneath to the back, and boy, either we're chippy or the ball's loose. I think we might have just been chippy.
Yeah. All right, so no gain there.
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. Clock is running.
7
minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the Napoleon State Bank 4th quarter. North Decatur leads this thing 34-14. And they're in no rush here. They're going to head to the line with 10 seconds to go on the play clock.
20-point lead. Varsity still on the field here. 3rd and long in their own territory. Back to pass is Morris. Morris got time. Picked up nicely by Phelps. Steps up into the pocket. Now he's got to pull it down and go. And he's got the 1st down as he ducks through it.
Nice job there by Mason not to force anything out there. Cougars had pretty good coverage on that, and no need to throw something there in the middle of the field and let them pick that off and either take it back for 6 points or just even get the ball. So good job there by Mason. Nice athletic move to pick up the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs, 31-yard line, 6:40 to go, 20-point lead. North Decatur still kind of controlling this second half. It started flat, but as the first half went, momentum starts to increase as the half wears on. Back to pass is Morris, throws to the flat. That is
Burkhart.
Nolan Burkhart collects it and collects a dump shot there from
Morris. Nice little pass play out there for
Areola, was looking for their defender. Smoked him on the flat.
Good job there by that young man. It's actually a loss of 2 yards.
A long way for him to go, too. Burkhart didn't have much time after he caught that ball, and he's on the ground.
Yeah.
Methodically moving the offense in the second half here. It's
5 minutes and 54 seconds, and you got to think North Decatur's content just to take all the time in the world here.
But yet we got 4 wide receivers set. Here comes some extra heat. They give us to Phelps. Phelps is going to be stood up, still dragging the pile. Made something.
Good job there.
Made good out of nothing.
Yep. Gets us back to the initial line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Clock now ticks underneath 5 minutes and 30 seconds here.
So not really the performance that you wanted to see week one, but you got to remember it's week one with a whole new set of skills positions and new lineup.
But I think what's going to be the most frustrating thing about this is the 2 turnovers deep in your territory, and then just the glut of penalties.
Yeah.
When we played, I thought we played pretty decent, but man, it'll be interesting to see when you count up the penalties at the end of the game, at the end of the game here, but it's been way too many. All right, so now North Decatur, I believe, takes a timeout, so we're going to go to a quick break. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, couldn't have timed that any better. North Decatur now gets back up to the line. 4 minutes and 56 seconds to go.
Morris rolls to the left-hand side. He's got receivers out there. Gets away from pressure. Now he's getting ready to throw. Tries to throw it behind the receiver. And
what do we got?
A shower of penalty flags around Cooper Palmer, who that ball was really kind of thrown over Cooper's head in a vacant space in the coverage.
I'm not sure. That's a touch and go in there. I think if they call pass interference there, just to be honest with you. But we'll see.
I don't know what happened to
Man,
Cooper.
do they all know? There's this guy down here threw his flag too.
Flags everywhere.
Yeah.
And pass interference.
Yep.
On the defense. And that is declined. Personal foul. Roughing the passer against the defense.
I didn't see that.
I didn't either.
All right, so the personal foul is going to give North Decatur a 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line, but that is a big backbreaker for the Cougars because they would have had to punt the ball, and now they get 3 more plays, and the clock is at 4 minutes and 49 seconds.
Real choppy flow to this game, and here's another flag.
Daggone.
There's another flag. Every time we put a guy in motion, we are probably 80% of the time with a guy in motion that we get an illegal procedure. Yeah.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm not even a coach, so you can only imagine.
You just got to chew on your tongue. Boy, oh boy.
Are you marking down the penalties?
I quit. I ran out of ink.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I was just hammering so many PENs on my paper.
Well, it'll be on Mrs. Stern's stat sheet.
Yeah, and so I am tracking them in the drive chart, but it's a.
All right, so now the Chargers back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe they could get me a stamp. PEN -5. Back to pass after the ball fake.
There
and
it
he's got
is.
one
Nice.
in the middle, and that's
Good
Xander
job,
Jones.
Xander.
Xander Jones going to
All
pick
right,
up the first down.
Get down.
8 guys on him. And Xander moves the pile, picks up 14 yards on that pass completion for Morris.
Good job there by Xander. Nice right across the middle. Nice pass by Morris. Safe pass. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Fourth quarter, Napoleon State Bank. Fourth quarter, 34-14. North Decatur leads this.
Best part of that whole play, there was nary a penalty flag on that grass.
Nary. That is in the Urban Dictionary. It's not in Webster's.
Oh, that's more King James.
Canary?
No, that's coal miner's daughter.
That's old Loretta.
Palmer in motion. Morris to Phelps. Phelps.
Good job, Caleb.
Runs hard. Hold on
to that football.
Good night. He got it ripped at. And he held on, and that just shows Phelps' grip strength. Alex Meyer put all of his weight on that football, spun Phelps around, but I don't even think Phelps' forearm moved.
No, I don't think so.
Big run.
Yep, good job. All right, so Phelps runs off now. Eldridge runs on. And North Decatur here. Looks like Morris is going to go under center. Muckerhide's going to be in the backfield. Eldridge split out to the right. Caney split out to the left.
First and 10, 23-yard line. South Decatur brings some heat. That gives to Muckerhide. Muckerhide's through the first level, still bouncing around like a pinball. Inside the 15-yard line, just inside the 15-yard line.
Nice 9-yard pickup there.
That's 8. That's 23 minus 14.
Let's see where he
15,
marks it.
15. We won't work this out
Let's
on
see
live
where he
TV.
put. Oh, I think you're right. I'll give credit where credit is due.
Well, it's first game of the season for us too. We'll get our math dialed in. Coney comes off to the sideline here.
Littmer goes on.
I tell you what, he's gonna sleep well tonight. He's ran a lot. Morris under center. Give to Phelps for the 42nd time. Head of steam. So Caleb Phelps, from the start of this game to the end of the game, has not changed the speed at which he hits the hole.
Yeah.
It is just a constant dose of in your mouth.
Yeah, he's just done a good job. He's
Downhill.
earned some carries here throughout the year. It's ran hard at the Jamboree, and he's ran hard tonight.
Yeah.
Credit to the line, though, too. I don't want to forget about those guys up there. They're doing a heck of a job in there. And
they're doing a really
noticed
nice
they
job.
got Scudder in there now, kind of moving some things around and trying, some different combinations in there. Like I said, it's still early in the year here.
They're doing the linemen, because of the three-man front. They're getting really good workout tonight, getting up to the second level, and they're making some blocks up there. Morris gives to Phelps again. This time he had a gap close there. I don't know if he missed a block.
Yeah, number 13 there for the Cougars.
Sitting right in the hole.
Austin Adams did a nice job there closing that up.
Another long drive here for North Decatur. North Decatur had this ball for 7.5 minutes.
34-14, 1 minute and 45 seconds to go in the Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter. Just all depends on if the Chargers are going to score or not score here. Time is running out.
From the 5-yard line, here comes Cooper Palmer. Cooper Palmer stood up in the hole. Boy, that was nose of the football on the white chalk, but didn't give it to him.
Marked him down right at the goal line.
Minute 20 to go now. And this 3rd and 1, and by 1 I mean 3.5 inches.
Quarter of a yard.
Quarter of a half.
Quarter of a foot.
Quarter of a half times an eighth.
And there's
Palmer
Cooper.
again. Get rewarded.
Touchdown.
There it is. Touchdown, Cooper Palmer.
And that's another Charger in the barn. Cooper Palmer drops one in from the 1 foot line. Congratulations there. Good job, North, on that drive. A lot of credit there goes to Mr. Caleb Phelps as he did a lot of the heavy lifting on that one. Cooper gets the touchdown, pounds it in there at the end. Odell.
Ooh, that was low. I think you
But
got
good.
It. It is good.
All right, so that puts the score now at North Decatur 41, South Decatur 14. And now it's just a matter of running 58.4 seconds off the clock here as North Decatur's going to come away with another bucket victory here tonight. The bucket will stay in northern Decatur County for another year. South Decatur came out here and kind of jumped all over the Chargers there with the turnover. But North Decatur pulled it together here and was able to pull away here really in the end of the third quarter and fourth quarter here tonight, as it was a pretty close game yet up till halftime. South Decatur got it down to a 6-point game, and North Decatur now has put a few touchdowns on the board. So North Decatur going to be set to kick this off. They'll kick away to South. Thank you to all of our sponsors tonight: H&R Block, Decatur County Memorial Hospital, Napoleon State Bank, Stones Farm Service, Gillen Howe Funeral Home, Acre Automotive, Buy-Rite Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Walters Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office, Russ Hubler Ford, Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, Fleetwood Chevrolet, and Fry's A&W. Thank you all for your sponsorship here of Decatur County Athletics and Charger football. All right, so Aiden Odell one more time tonight. Going to give her the boot.
Number 80 gives the McAfee shoulder shrug and puts a boot into it. Oh, low liner. End over end down to the ankles at the 18-yard line. Phelps bounces off. Ty bounces off. And fumble. Who we got?
Burkhart. Looks like they got back on it.
South Decatur football.
All right. So 49.7 seconds left. 41-14.
Tyler Field trots in. Am I saying that right? Dylan Coons. I always get those two mixed up.
Well, Tyler Field graduated.
That's fair. Had a lot longer hair. But they are cousins.
Yes.
And I couldn't, when they were both playing, I could never get those two squared off.
We know. We always know.
Yeah. You're quick to correct.
Only when it's you. All right, so South Decatur here.
I feel like you have pin-up aggression.
No, I'm good. They're going to throw a pass.
Oh, Cohen Thackeray's giving chase. Sandra Jones was there. Not enough time for McMurray. And clock guy was awful slow on the trigger there, letting a few extra seconds.
South Decatur wants to know if they can put 3 seconds back on there. That's about what ran off extra.
He's just trying
to
All
right, here we go. So let's 40 seconds, 41-14.
He's helping us get home sooner.
South Decatur incomplete pass. They're with the football. North Decatur has 5 men back.
Prevent defense.
I would think.
McMurray back to pass. He's got time. Steps into it. Launches one up the right-hand side. Got a man.
And that's overthrown.
Pass intended for number 30 is Kobe Rathburn.
I'm glad to see he's out there running around. He's had a fight with, I'm hoping it's just cramps tonight. The way he's running back to the huddle, it must have been just cramps because there's no limp or anything. So I'm glad that young man's doing okay.
Yeah, he's been down a time or two.
33.3, third down. I believe, yep, there they go. Got the box changed over there now. So North Decatur still with the 4-man in prevent, and Cooper Palmer is in the parking lot.
I think he's checking the oil on that bus over there. That little screen pass to the right-hand side.
Get there, Coons.
Dylan Coons has him.
Good job.
Slings him to the ground. And with 25 seconds to go now, North Decatur looks like they're going to take home their 21st win in the Bucket Series.
Yes, that's correct. 21-19 now.
And the Bucket stays at North for the 7th year in a row now. Previous were 6.
South's going to run another play, though.
But they don't have a 20-point play in their pocket. And 6 seconds on the clock now. McMurray give to the up back. He's got a little space over the right-hand side. He's mowed down, and there's the siren. North Decatur comes out victorious week 1 against their inter-county rival.
Another tackle by Jack Caney over there. Good job there. And I'll tell you what, nice win for the Chargers and what was a lot of, well, I don't know what to say. It was a mess there for a while. But,
a win's a win's a win.
A win is a win is a win. And we'll take it. And we'll take a quick break here. But you're listening to Charger football or some their form of it on WTRE.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, back here real quick at North Decatur High School. We're not going to take too much of your time. Matt Morse has got some stats here.
Yeah, as we wrap up this game, I think you look at the second half, and the second half started like Chris and I talked, kind of like the first half. Pretty flat to start, but momentum built after the half progressed. And really, we talked about efficiency at halftime, and the Charger offense was more efficient in that second half. Penalty yard is what it is. But on 1, 2, 3, 4 possessions, they had 3 touchdowns, 3 scores, win this thing 41-14. And to the flip side of the chart, South Decatur had 4 possessions, had a touchdown, a punt, turnover on downs, and another punt. So North Decatur kind of settled in, looked a little crisper in the second half, but did what it took to get the W. I think at the end of the day, you look at the stats, and that tells the story. South Decatur, 5 first downs, North Decatur, 22. South Decatur had 80 yards on the ground, North Decatur 271. Passing yardage, 8 for South, 152 for North. Time of possession, North Decatur had the ball 12 minutes more for 29 versus 17 from South. So all in all, in penalty yards, we talked about it. It's not so much the yardage, 881 yards of penalties called against North. It's the number of penalties, 10, and the timing at which they occurred during the drives and how that just affected our drives. But all in all, it's the first game of the season. All in all, they're victorious. They win week 1. They put the ND on the bucket one more time.
Right.
And now.
420 yards of offense, though, Matt. That's a lot of offense. And
yes,
the 10 penalties just kill you.
Yeah.
And like you say, they were timely penalties. And you know, really, hey, other than the one run by Johnson, probably for about 50-some yards, 60 yards, the North Decatur defense was solid. Only
really
to give up 80 yards rushing. And I thought for the most part they played pretty well on that side of the ball. Not too many penalties over there. So most of those 10 penalties, I would say, were by our offense. So.
Yep. So, I mean, all in all, I think you put one on film.
It is the first night.
You go back and you watch film and you correct. And like you said in the pregame show, it's a matter of every week getting better, especially with a young football team. And I think you're going to learn a lot from what just happened on the field. And that's got to happen before we travel to Eastern Hancock next week.
I would agree. We're going to have a crisper game next week.
One more time we want to thank all of our sponsors that helped put this thing on. Our quarter